when Dave's character, the druid, ended up leaving the party because he decided that he could probably help save this young boy king, this evil boy king, who has his aging has stopped for hundreds of years, so he could do his evil things, so that he could help this boy to become like a real boy instead of just
do I just
Pinocchio.
So
It's a Pinocchio story.
a real boy.
I just want to be a real boy.
Not like gumdrop buttons.
Just want to test Sirenscape.
Sirenscape. That's a great idea. Okay. Okay. There we go. So I like this.
I'm going to use the wash.
7 o'clock. So one last thing, you got to this place called Nowhere
Sorry,
with
it's
them,
probably
and
easier.
then you left, but you are basically on call,
Just for now.
so that you could come back if need be. Hey,
everyone!
Thank you for joining us at our new earlier time. We are Realmsmith, and this is the Order of Dragonsbane, episode number 33. We made it to 33, everybody.
33, 1/3 of the way there.
So that means overall playtime, we're like over 100 hours. So
that's true.
Well on our way to the 10,000 hours to become an expert.
Yes,
So
well on our way.
We're catching up, Critical Role. So we'll be there soon enough. But before we jump into the game, we're going to do some announcements.
Yes, they're so exciting. I wanted to say hi to Rebecca. Of course, Rebecca is moderating in the chat as always. We're a little early tonight, so I'm not sure if she's on just yet. I'm not sure if she got the memo, but she will be along with us soon. So I want to thank Rebecca, of course, for moderating for us each and every week. PAX Unplugged. We will be at PAX. That is December 5th to 8th. Myself and Ryan and Brandon and my son Ethan will all be there. We have a Realmsmith booth, which we're really excited to have a full 20 by 10 foot booth this year, which is nuts. We'll be running demos of our adventure boxes, and we'll also be teaching masterclasses and taking Nolzers live to you guys. And so we'll be doing 3 masterclasses a day. You can check it out on the PAX Unplugged webpage. All the events are listed, and you just look for Nolzer's Marvelous Tutorials with Realmsmith, and you'll see all the awesome minis that we'll be doing. So the way that you sign up for those is that you show up to the booth at 10 o'clock in the morning when the show opens, and then you can sign up and pay for the day of classes for that specific day, and then every day we do the same thing. So so excited to see you. If you're not stopping by to see a class, just stop by and say hi, but we're going to have some awesome celebrities, which we're just now closing in on and finalizing. So we'll let you know about that soon. Nolzers, we just painted the bronze dragon, young bronze dragon last night. This coming Sunday is a shambling mound. And then I will be releasing the schedule for all of December after that. And we'll probably post one from PAX. It won't be live, but we'll post one from PAX the Sunday that we're there, and then for the rest of the month we will have regular scheduled programming. I think depends on Christmas and when that lands, but we'll let you know about that later. Paint nights, we have partnered with WizKids and Vallejo to bring local stores a paint night where you follow our tutorials painting WizKids minis with Vallejo paints. Super excited and honored to be a part of that. They're announcing the next one soon. And then the one after that is crazy, folks. So just keep an eye out on that. And people are already posting all the pictures of their beholders that they're painting in their local stores. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So
Cool.
Really, really, really exciting and fun stuff. I want to thank our partners as usual, WizKids, for a lot of the minis that they send us on a regular basis, and it's so awesome. Sirenscape, of course, for the awesome sound sets and ambient music that we use as soon as it loads up here, which it hasn't yet. But it will ban looms. No, I'm just kidding.
Soon.
I guess I'll just have to play the whole night long.
That's right. Exactly.
What else are you gonna do?
Ben is going to be at PAX, actually, and there's rumors that him and Steve are actually going to paint with us in one of our sessions.
Ooh,
So we're
just rumors, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, you're going to keep it until the very last moment?
Yeah, it's true.
You're like, it's true.
Yeah. There's rumors that Matt Mercer's going to paint with us. I'm just kidding.
No, there's
That would be
no, there's-
cool.
no one really believes
No,
that.
that's not going to happen. Not yet.
Soon.
There's some talk.
might be
There's
there.
one picture
Yeah.
of you with him, so
There
that's-
is. Hey.
It's in the wild. No, it's true. It's in the
We know
wild.
each other. We're
I know.
friends.
I know. I'm just kidding.
He knows my name.
He knows my face. All right. Jeez.
Because
What other partners do we have? You derailed me.
sorry. So there's WizKids, Vallejo,
Vallejo,
North
thank you,
Foundry,
North Foundry and Elderwood Academy.
Dwarven Forge.
And Dwarven Forge for all the awesome stuff that they send us as well on an ongoing basis, which is great. And Sirenscape is working. Woo!
Yay! Joe doesn't have to sing all night.
Well, you could have.
Okay, it's up to you, DM.
People like it.
People do like this here. Kickstarter. If you missed our Kickstarter, you can still catch some of the expansions and some of the items for the extras on our pre-order page.
Until when, Jay?
November 30th is the expansions and the Dungeon Crawl box. After that, it's until December 31st when the rest of the other stuff is available, because we need to get all the orders together and all that stuff. So you only have a couple days left, a few weeks left to order everything, and a month for all of it. But you can head to realmsmith.tv/Kickstarter and then hit the big red missed the campaign icon button thing, and it'll take you to a pre-order store and you can check it out and that is all I have to say about that. Currently, for our new subscribers, if you want to subscribe to our monthly adventure box, you can get $20 off your first box by using the promo code AdventureAwaits. And if you do that, then you will get $20 off and enjoy our box for $20 less for the first month, which is fun. And then, of course, follow us on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and then follow us also on Facebook. We are live on all 3 channels tonight, and we have just launched our D&D Beyond extension on Twitch. For those of you that are watching on Twitch, basically you can click on the side and it'll give you like our character sheets live from what we're doing, and they can follow along with our hit points and all of that fun stuff.
It does mean we have to be much quicker with our responses on our sheets.
Yes, we have to be honest.
Honest.
People will keep us honest.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys haven't been honest?
I'm level 9. Is that not right? Or
Like, no, we're at 10.
oh, 10.
It's 10.
Okay, 10.
It's 10.
That's what I had this whole time.
Okay, good.
Oh, we're 10.
Oh, from the beginning.
Yeah, give it a minute. Back to you, sir.
Right, back to me. So, as you all can see, we have our special guest here tonight, David Shaheen. He is returned as Traith Storm Shadow. Please. Please. Indeed, yes. So, some of you may remember he was traveling with the party through the Isle of Atmos, which he had done at the suggestion of an odd merchant that said that some people would need some help there.
Yeah. For one night at most.
Yes, and after which Trey traveled with party a little bit longer than a night, but you know, what are you going to do?
All night long, baby.
So he traveled with the party a little bit, came back to Nowhere with them, stayed in Nowhere a little bit, and has been coming back and forth from Nowhere, dealing with Galdred ever since. Now, before we go right into the game, we should introduce characters, starting with Adam and ending with David. We're on the table.
I am Adam, and I play Shamgar, human barbarian. There he is. Wow. Very, very strong, and very, very
Smart.
Barely
He's
clothed.
not very.
barely close.
And barely clothed. That's accurate.
Well, 11
Negative
intelligence.
charisma modifier. So he needs to stay close to the graph
Yes,
in case he needs to persuade anybody of anything.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's got 80 hit points, so that's good.
That's good.
Right.
He's our resident meat shield.
Yep.
He has almost double my hit points.
My points
Yeah.
The shirtless tank.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
Mine
right.
say 73.
Oh.
Yeah, almost 80.
We can say 80. I'm gonna just change it.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
DM's not listening.
No, I'll change that. Here, let's just hide that. Hi, I'm Jason, and I play Crichton, a gold dragon
Card,
monk.
please. Card, please.
Oh, gosh.
Just want to see Crichton what he looks like.
There he is.
Oh,
There
right
he
there.
is.
Look at that nose.
He does have 45 hit points, which isn't
quite
a
a
lot of
nose.
hit points. But he's pretty great, and I love him.
It's a glass
He's a
cannon.
lot of fun. Glass cannon. He does all the damage.
Throws all the punch.
Except I have a bone to pick with my DM.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes.
One of these?
Because,
There's a lot of
Whoa,
bones
which
right here.
one?
because
You can
I've
pick it.
had
You want this
deflect-
one?
I've had deflect missile for like 5 levels,
Right.
and he hasn't had a single arrow shot at me this entire time.
So, how much
Okay,
is
noted.
that the DM's
More
fault?
arrows
Thank you.
shot
More
at you.
arrows,
Got
more
it.
missile
Arrows
weapons, more ranged things.
Fair
please,
enough.
and thank you. I've been
Can you
wanting to
deflect
use
a
it.
fireball? Just wondering.
Because I have one.
No, I can breathe one, but I can't.
Oh, I should be
can't.
careful.
All right.
Yeah, you should be careful.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Joel, and my character's name is DeGraff Hoolsby. He's a human bard, level 6. He has an attack of +5, an AC of 13, and see those stats there? Those are his. And he likes to sing and dance, although
No song
dancing.
tonight?
I tried, but it's such an old reference to an old 80s song that no one would know it. It's like, there's no audience for this particular song, so I
Well,
figured.
there's old people here. I'm old. Come on.
No.
Can we do like a whose line is it anyways and just give you like a theme and then you have to make a song?
Sure.
Hoolsby line is it anyway?
Hoolsby line is it anyways?
Line is it anyway?
Okay, okay.
What's today's I think we should all roll off. Whoever rolls the highest gets to choose a theme.
Oh, good idea.
Oh.
You don't get to roll.
No, I won't.
I do though, right?
I'm going to turn the music on just real quick so I can...
That's not good.
I got a
Modifier
10.
on that?
What's my modifier?
No. Advantage?
4.
Oh.
4. You win.
Oh, okay. I got a 10, so I got to pick a theme?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta pick a theme that he has to sing about. We're gonna do this every week, by the way.
Here we go.
Now,
You're right,
this is now.
It's just putting
Canon.
Joel on the spot
Yeah.
every single Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Tarasques.
Okay.
In the style of...
What?
In the style of Bob Marley.
Okay.
Right.
This is a win.
So you've been fighting a Tarrasque, and somehow it kicked your abdomen. You fought so very hard, and now I can't do it.
Hey, you know what? Good enough.
That was good. It was pretty good.
Good job at the
start.
I
abdomen.
can't think tonight. Too much coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, or not enough coffee.
Yeah, or
Not
not
enough.
enough.
Something like that.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be. Next week you can.
I'm not sure how to follow that, but I also prepared a song.
You did. Wow, that's impressive.
No, I'm David. I play Traith, a divination wizard, purveyor of the mystical arts,
Okay.
and very excited to join you guys again for a game.
Pumped.
Good to have you.
Thanks.
Excellent. And I am Brandon Perkins, your humble DM. And as always, I'm really excited to be here at the table with you guys. It's an honor that we get to do another Monday, and hopefully with many, many more to come. So excited. So excited.
He's a lot less humble than he says. Like when he's not on the camera.
Yeah, I'm a
He's
jerk.
just like.
Way less.
Oh, wait.
Stop talking about
I
yourself.
know it's crazy.
Yeah, all the time.
Always.
Even I get tired.
Me.
Yes, all the me's. Oh, me. All right, so today's episode is called Favours.
Ooh.
Yes, interesting. So you travel the fantastical and boundless world of Alun, hoping to find some sign of a way back to your home realm, where you plan to face Tiamat in an effort to drive her back to the Nine Hells. You have gained the favor of Kesh, the goddess of power, and have been given her divine artifact. It will allow you to call her physical avatar to aid you in one single battle. However, doing so will drain the last of her divine power, ending her existence and causing a new being to be elected to replace her as the god of power. Now, you return to nowhere. You open your eyes to a bright and beautiful sunshine land known as Nowhere. The fresh, dew-soaked grass bends softly beneath your backs. Shamgar and Fiddle's hut stands only 10 feet away. On the stump of one of the first felled trees, Togafiti, the gilded merchant, sits with his back to you. You've had your first taste of death, have you? And he stands up and he walks towards you and he says, "What was that like?"
Are you teasing us?
No, I've never experienced it. It always looked painful.
Yeah, it was. Hurt a lot. Especially when you had to, just take it.
But I will say this. I was right. I was right. I was right. Feels good. Feels good. Although I'm always right, so feels extra good. How do you feel?
Fine.
All right. Is the volume down on Sirenscape?
Oh, is it? Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so Togafiti kind of nods at you guys and he turns around and he sits back on the stump. Shop's open if you would like anything. A little cost is a favor.
Can I mention something?
Certainly.
When we were dying in
Yes.
this realm,
Yes.
we saw you
Saw me. How?
in a cemetery.
There's a big hole in the ground with lots of people. Everyone had their own hole, and you were one of them.
Oh, that's a first. I don't think I've ever been in a hole before.
Are you sure you've never died?
Not that I recall. I mean, there's always a little bit that happens before one is elected to become a god, but I don't remember if death was part of it.
Well, just so you know, we saw it.
You saw my dead body.
And I know that I died, and I didn't even see that. So, you were probably even more dead.
Well, following that logic, how can I say no? By the way, speaking of Favours, de Graaf, I'm going to need to call that favor in very soon.
I honestly don't remember what you're talking about.
It was because you owed him a favor from before.
Thank you, Shamgar.
It was a
for
trade.
That.
Yes.
Nope, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Now stop talking, please.
Oh, I remember lots of things.
I would prefer you not to talk right now.
Wasn't it 2 favors?
Oh,
Well, then doubly so I need your help.
Shamgar.
You'll know it when I need it.
Okay, fine.
I just ask that you're going to keep your word. Stick to your honor.
Surely you have something better to trade than my honor.
I'm relying on you. I'll need you to be quick about it. You'll know when the time comes.
All right, well, I'll listen to your offer when you make one.
Offer.
Well, I mean, there's bound to be an exchange of some kind.
We've made the exchange.
Yeah, he already gave you what you wanted.
Shamgar, would you please just...
Are you trying to trick?
I'm talking to the god. And it's a private thing. So, just... Shh. Thank you.
Okay.
Good. Fine, we'll talk about it later. Togo.
Yes.
Were we-
related and-
Just because we didn't have a session last week, I can't quite remember. Were we given direction as to where the next item and the next...
Well, Kesh had told you that you should seek Bahamut.
Oh, yes, of course.
Right.
How did I forget that?
And he does not reside in Alun. However, with your new platinum scales, you have a deeper connection to him than anyone else in the realm. If anyone could pull him into this realm for a face-to-face greet,
Yeah.
it is you.
No pressure.
And that
meet and
means
greet.
you would have to find out the last place he had set foot physically in this realm, and then try and, reach out to him there.
Right. Okay, so I wander off while they're having a conversation.
Okay.
I'm going to find a quiet place to meditate.
I pull Shamgar aside as I walk away from Togo. Pull my monocle and nervously go, Shamgar, listen, you big meat bag. When I'm talking to someone, I would prefer if you just don't mention anything.
I thought we were all talking.
We weren't all talking. I was asking him a question. And anyways, please in the future keep your comments to yourself. Thank you. And I put my monocle back in my eye.
Okay.
Okay. Next time I won't say anything.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, Togafiti comes and gestures to you all and says, "Go speak to Goldred. Maybe you can talk some sense into the man. He's single-minded." And with that, he disappears, as he does.
What did that mean?
I don't know. But I suppose we'll have to, since we know the path so well in nowhere, we always land nowhere, and it's obviously somewhere. Let's go find him then, shall we?
Yeah. Isn't everybody single-minded?
Depends. Some races may have more than one. I'm saying that as me.
Fair enough. Because you would have to be multi-minded in your role.
Oh,
Well,
you were just proving your point.
I didn't mean it that way. I just meant in general there may be some races with more than one head.
Okay, right. Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right. And just as a quick reminder, at the very end of last session, before Kesh had sent you guys back to nowhere, she had said that a great battle is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And to speak with Togafiti, do what you need to do with him, because the next time you speak with him may very well be the last.
Right.
So, there you go. So, just as a reminder, I thought
Yes.
that point had landed harder than it did.
Oh,
So,
apologies.
no, don't worry about it. So back into the game. What are you guys going to do right now? You're right outside your cottage that you and Fiddle built.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think he meant by that, Fiddle? Goldred? Single-minded?
So you don't see Fiddle there.
Oh, I thought you said Fiddle was with us.
No. I'm just saying that the cabin that you and Fiddle built is right there. It's about 10 feet away.
Fiddle? Oh, I thought I saw him.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What did you think he meant by single-minded?
I think he just means Goldred has one brain.
That's what you think it means.
That's the only thing it could mean.
Okay. Let's go find out if that's what he meant.
Okay.
So, can we go towards where Guldred is? And my hope is that we'll speak to Guldred. He'll inform us about what we need to speak to Togafiti about.
Sure. Okay. So you guys start heading towards the short mountain that Galdred lives in.
On the way, can I use my eagle eyes to scan, looking for Crichton?
Yes. So you're scanning. You noticed he walked off, and it's not uncommon for him to do this, especially when you get to nowhere. Usually he goes somewhere to meditate, but he doesn't always go to the same place.
Jason takes his role-playing very seriously.
Yes,
he's literally not
Just
here right
disappeared. So he's off meditating in a place that even I can't see at this juncture in time, but I can hear him, oddly enough. There he is, and yes. About how far away are you meditating? Would you have gone someplace
mountain.
within the trees, or
now.
okay? So you went.
Meditation.
So you've already gone towards the mountain anyway. So you're quite a ways ahead of them. You wouldn't have gotten there yet, given current time frame. But I don't know. I'd say you're maybe 100 or 200 feet ahead of the party.
Question to the DM.
Yes.
In this place, we can call on Togafiti and he'll appear still. In nowhere.
It has worked in the past. However, I mean, you don't know if it's always going to work, right?
Okay.
So, to answer your question, off in the distance, because there's a very flat, grassy plain beyond the forest there that you guys are on the edge of, you can see Crichton walking off in the distance.
Oh, he's in the direction we're headed, already ahead of us.
Yeah, he's heading towards the mountain. That's where you guys are going as well.
Okay. I guess Crichton already knew to go there.
He must have intuited it with his special monk powers.
Special monk power.
Special monk
I've
power.
never seen his ears, but it must be incredible hearing.
He does, I'm sure, have great hearing. So are we at how far to Guldred's?
So it's quite a bit of a walk. So while you guys are making that walk, we're going to go to trade.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So you had recently, just about an hour ago, been contacted by Guldred through a voice in your head, which happens occasionally, where he called you to come and meet him in his vision chamber, which you've come to know is basically like a platform that appears to be floating in space with a projected image all around him. You've learned quite a bit about he and the elders, also known as the Wise Ones, that live in Alun and study Alun and its expansion, taking in all of the detail of all of the expanding world, because the world itself is borderless, continuing to grow constantly. so you've been learning as much as you can about that, with your own motives in mind as well.
Right.
And he's recently revealed to you that there used to be 12 of the wise. Now there are only 7. And that the other 5 had been killed by a group called the Gor Mar, which are led by Arakakra and Kenku.
Okay.
Okay? At least as far as you know, those are the leaders. And as far as he knows as well. And it seems that they have been killed throughout the last 1,000 years on occasion. Just there's a large attack, and then one of them is killed. However, killing a wise one is not an easy feat, because the only way to kill a wise one, where their consciousness will not move to a different body, is to kill them while they are currently using their vision chamber in an effort called a spirit walk. So that's something that you've recently talked to him about. And at this time, I'll let you choose the topic of conversation. It can be whatever you want, what you would be talking to Galdred about at this time.
So he summoned me to the chamber now, and we're discussing.
Yeah, so he's
whatever
summoned you
my
to the
topic.
chamber. It's something
Right.
that you guys have regularly done,
Right.
meeting and talking about magic in the world and different things around the world, potentially even the gods of the world.
Right.
Things like that.
So if what you've told me is true, old sage, then this world truly is without borders, infinite possibilities.
Infinite and constantly growing. You see, you could stand on a mountain that overlooks nothingness, and then the next day a valley or a stream, an ocean, just constant growth.
Incredible. But I imagine it must make quite a difficult feat then to rule such a land.
Certainly, that is why it is not supposedly ruled by anyone, and myself and the other wise simply watch it. We catalogue the changes and what is added. We are fascinated by creation as guided by the god Alun, who truly rules this world, but not many remember him.
Incredible. I've learned much from your teachings, and I thank you for that, Galdred.
Well, it's just my pleasure, of course. Now, there is another element that I must talk to you about.
What's that?
Dragafiti is certain that we are in danger here, nowhere. Callan,
The Gilded Merchant.
the gilded merchant, yes, the god of trickery, as you have come to know him.
The perfect advisor, I'm sure.
Indeed. Now, you have not met Kellen. He's also known as Kellen the Skinny One, a lich that lives here, however not of the evil sort, an oddly good lich. He has a sort of defense mechanism in the forest, and it is a Tarask that died here long ago. He's digging it up to raise it for defense.
Incredible.
Indeed. I thought you might be interested in seeing such a thing.
Absolutely. Magic has no limits, and I am always eager to learn what I can.
Well, he is powerful indeed. Should your intentions be good, I'm sure you will learn much from him.
Of course. Of course.
Of course, no. No. Oh. I believe some of our friends are coming.
And at that point, the Graf and Shamgar, you guys have approached the entrance of Galdred's vision chamber. Crichton, you're still meditating, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have found a spot that would have been suitable for
Yeah.
your meditations.
And I'm just I'm searching and listening and asking for help to ascertain where his last known.
Or Bahamut's
Yeah.
last known. And on that point, for anybody who has access to the realm, there is a vote currently up there to determine what was, in fact, the last place that Bahamut had set foot. And last time I checked, it was a 3-way tie. So, feel free to pop in there and make a vote. Okay. Yeah, these things affect the game. Yes, players, you can vote too, but maybe wait for the break. Yeah, so you're meditating, you're seeking Bahamut's advice.
Yeah.
You guys just arrived at the vision chamber. You see Traith is there, and it's been a while since you've seen him, but he's there.
My friend, my mimic partner. How are you?
The Graf, you look well.
I am.
And Shamgar. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Has it been too long?
It has been a little while, but it feels like a long time.
Yes.
I remember the mimic.
Remember that? He was in the mimic, and then he was out of the mimic, and then I got my arm stuck in the mimic, and then you got me out of the mimic.
It was in and out of the mimic. It's funny because I get the feeling you don't remember my name.
No, I do remember your name is difficult to remember, actually. It's difficult to remember.
Traith.
Oh, Traith, right.
Storm Shadow.
Traith, Storm Shadow, that's what I was about to say.
I remembered.
I know you do, Shamgar. Quite the memory on this one.
He does have quite a memory.
Thank you.
Well, tell me, how did it go in your search for divine artifacts?
Yes, how did it go?
I think we got a good one.
We did well, I think. Yes, of
So,
course.
You sought Kesh, and you found her?
Yes, we found her. We found another we thought was her, and then we found her. And she gave us a special artifact.
Incredible.
Fascinating.
Quite incredible.
I've not spoken with Kesh. Tell me, what is she like? Tell me everything.
She's huge.
She's massive.
What do you mean?
She's
massive?
like a mountain. I think she grew, maybe.
She must have grown
Yeah.
very large. She was she would be very difficult to be in a relationship with. Several thousand times larger than we are. So like bringing her over for dinner, introducing her to your parents, that kind of thing wouldn't work well.
No. She flicked Cynthia like that.
with the flick.
Okay.
And
That's how big she got.
Who is Cynthia?
no, she's not dead. We don't think. Although the flick should have killed her.
I think that was just for fun.
That was yes.
They weren't playing for keeps when they did that.
Oh,
Cynthia
But yes, go ahead. Share the story. It was hilarious.
Cynthia she just went home, right?
Oh yes, but so that's the end of the story. But the beginning of the story is Cynthia. She threw something at Kesh, and it stuck right in her chin, right in her chin.
Like a whisker.
It was hilarious. And then she was flicked away with a flick of a finger.
You have to admit
quite
that.
odd.
Well, have you seen how large Kesh is?
No, I've heard before that she is quite large. Many gods have been, described as being one of the biggest titans.
So you know the mountain you're living in?
Yes.
She was like that.
Well, that is quite incredible. Must have had a loud voice.
The one thing she gave us
Yes.
was this. Do I have the artifact on me? Do I? I think
It's in the bag of
it's
holding.
in his bag. Okay,
I
bag
have the
holding.
bag of holding.
No. The one object that she did give us was this. Shamgar?
Look. And I pull it out.
And as he looks on it, you see the everything in the vision chamber changes. So it was a starry night sky at one point, and now it's changed to a sundown red sky.
Odd.
Yes, she told us.
Strange
Isn't it?
object.
So we can summon her.
Not now, Shamgar. Only
No.
when we need her.
Well, I wasn't gonna
Okay.
press the. Is there
But
a button?
I just didn't want you to summon her now. That's all.
Perhaps if I may.
No.
No, we have to use it when we need it. It only works once.
That's right.
And then
Just one time.
Just one time we summon her upon needing her, but one time.
The artifact of time from Kronos could be used multiple times, as long as it was not misused.
Well, I guess we can't be trusted with.
So,
big
what did
ones.
she say? She said one time. Why just one?
Yes, why just once?
Once we use it, it uses all of her power, and then she no longer is the goddess of power.
Power. She loses the power, and another must take her place, I believe. or
Another must take her place.
Someone else.
Yet she entrusted such an artifact to you.
Well, I mean,
We made a good impression.
naturally, of course. I take my
So
my monocle,
you-
put it back in. Yes, she did entrust us with great responsibility. We are the heroes of this particular story. Yes, she did.
So you hold the last of her existence in your hands. She must have poured what power is left in her
Incredible.
into the object.
Hold it dearly, Shamgar.
Yes. Maybe I'll just put it back in the bag.
Good idea.
Careful that. Be very wise in your use. Don't
Now I do.
use it flippantly.
I do have a question.
Yes.
If a bag of holding holds something like a god stone, so to speak,
Yes.
does that not make the bag of holding more powerful than a god?
Doesn't work that way.
Okay, just curious.
It's you could hold the object in your hand. It does not make your hand more powerful than a god.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay, onward.
It's maybe it's like clothes. Like the bag is now her clothes, and she's just wearing
She is not.
an outfit.
She is not the object. She is still the goddess of power. You hold an object that can reach out to her and call her.
I knew that. I
Is-
didn't know that. I know that now.
Well,
Forget the clothes thing. That was wrong.
this is fascinating, nonetheless.
When do you suppose we should use said artifact?
Well, from what Togafiti has said, you have not one but two gods in your future. You will be fighting Pathros, yes, to try and open up a way back to your home.
Oh, right, that whole thing.
Yes, the explosive power of a defeated god is the only way to break free from this realm.
Strangely, Togafiti, who told us to come here, I just had this feeling and perhaps a reminder of the fact that we should go speak to him again before something happens, and I forget. Do you remember that, Shamgar?
Something along the lines of we may only get one chance to talk to him before we can't talk to him anymore.
Right.
Well, you've already spoken with him, but there's nothing happening here.
Should we?
Well, he told us when we spoke to him just now to come here and to talk to you because you only have one brain.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Yeah.
I
Never had
He
more
didn't.
than
He
one.
didn't exactly use those words. He actually said, "You are of one mind."
that's what
Now,
I said.
Oh,
that's what
Yeah.
Shamgar said.
these words are familiar to me. He's overreacting. Thinking about this, as I've spoken to you, the Gorimar. He thinks they will be coming.
And they are?
They are a group that over the last 1,000 years has killed 5 members of my order.
Wait, the wise.
Yes, we were once 12, now only 7 remain.
But you're so powerful.
We are wise. We have some power, but we can be killed.
That's terrible news.
Well, the trickster cannot be trusted. Perhaps it's best that you avoid spirit walking for the time being, Elder.
I cannot do that. There's too much work to do. I can't stop just for any potential threat that comes. Besides, We have Galen and his defenses. We have you. You're here. And think of it.
Kellen the
Togepi,
Sandwich-
God himself. He can do great things.
Do you speak of Kellen the sandwich maker?
Indeed. The skinny one.
The skinny one.
The skinny one.
Right, none of those sandwiches.
Melt in your mouth.
Oh, so good.
No bones.
No, surprisingly.
I know.
Delicious sandwiches, I agree. Quite good.
Not far from here, actually, right?
Out in the forest on the other side of nowhere. But
Right.
this is not a large land that you're in.
Yes. So what are we to do here?
Well, recently you would come back and you would rest, and then you would go after whatever your next quarry is. Speaking of which, what is your next quarry?
Well, we have to find Bahamut,
Oh, yes.
which
Bahamut.
maybe Crichton already found him.
He was going somewhere. We don't know.
I thought he was going to be here.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was going to be here.
So, Crichton, how long are you meditating? You usually do it for hours, right?
Yeah, until I get an answer.
All right. So, give me a religion roll. Religion.
First
check.
roll of the game. I shouldn't have done a little song.
What was it?
It's a 5.
All right. So, with a 5, you're reaching out with the entirety of your will, calling to Bahamut.
And I
looking
can't
for
get
an
this really
answer.
annoying song that DeGraff was singing earlier in the day out of my head. It keeps pulling me out of my meditation. I'm like,
And the thing about this song is it's not the whole song,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
the chorus.
yeah. Dragons.
Yeah, dragons. Come on, stop it. All right. So at this point, you just feel like you're just not in the space to be able to
Yeah.
to reach him.
Get it.
And we'll say that this is the exact moment that their previous comments had just happened. Are you continuing meditating?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You continue your meditation. We'll do another roll later.
Sure.
Okay. So coming back, you guys are talking about Crichton, and yeah, nothing happens beyond that.
Yes, Crichton is a serious fellow.
Should we go find him?
Maybe. Can we find him from inside a vision chamber?
Oh, well, I don't usually look on nowhere with this, but I can.
And everything you see spins and spins, and then poof, it lands, and you're looking at the mountain, and Crichton is there, and you can see his lips, dragons. But he's trying to meditate, but he just keeps saying dragons, and he's looking more and more frustrated about it.
Can we hear him saying that, or is it just reading lips?
You can very barely hear it because it's from a bit of a distance, and
Right.
he's not saying it loud.
That's right outside here, right?
Yes. So there's a cabin on the side of the mountain, and he's not too far away from that cabin. It's the cabin you guys first slept in when you had returned from Atmos.
Well, want to go get him?
Let's go get him.
Wanna
Will you
with?
come?
One moment. Elder,
Yes.
it's weighing on my mind what you said before about the Goramaw. Perhaps it's best if someone goes to scout out their lands and see if anything truly is afoot, and whether Togefiki's worries are well-founded.
Well, there's not much I can do to help you there. They are an organization that spans nations, and I know not where any headquarters may be. You could speak to Togefi, he might know.
Thank you for your guidance, Elder.
Certainly, thank you. Thank you.
Coming.
Certainly. Because we had so much fun last time with the Bone Devil.
I don't think we'll have to deal with any bones this time.
Oh, no.
Unless one of us has a bone to pick.
Oh.
I think my bone joke will be just as good. Let's go.
Okay.
Greg groans within the bag. Okay, so you head outside. You hear the mountain river, and you know that you just need to turn to your right, and that's where the cabin is, and you know that he's not too far away. couple minutes later, you hear some footsteps coming up behind you. Now, you tried to climb up to a place that would be a little bit harder to get to, but apparently your companions are still capable enough and were able to get to you.
I stand up.
Oh!
Yes.
There you are.
We saw you in the ceiling.
The ceiling.
Indeed.
Oh, you mean the vision chamber thing? It's wonderful. Yes.
We should probably ask you if you know how we should get to Bahamut.
No, I was in the process of attempting to commune with him.
How? Sorry, go ahead, Shamgar.
Did we interrupt you?
Yeah, you might have, yes. It's okay.
How long does this kind of thing take a monk like yourself, a golden boy
There
such as you?
is no predetermined time. I sit and I listen till he speaks.
Do you want me to maybe sing you a song,
No, I
inspire
don't.
you?
If I've got enough of your songs in my head.
So you're sitting on this mountain praying to hear from a god?
Yeah, meditating, yes. He speaks to me from time to time.
Well, it seems like this land is chock full of gods. Can't we just visit him?
I wish it was that easy.
Where's your god?
I don't know.
A shame.
He's the next one we're supposed to find and talk to.
Well,
What we need.
now, Guldred did say that if we wanted to go to Togafiti and get more information about these
The Goramma.
the Gormar, yes. Should we leave you to meditate? Maybe you'll find your answer in the time that we go and or do you want to come with us and go talk to
What are
Togafiti
the
again?
Gormar?
The Gormar are
Go on. Yes.
let me tell you a little bit about.
I know, but he told me to not say things anymore.
They are
Yes.
they are the ones who. Now I've got it. Just a moment.
Trey, you know who the Gormar are?
I do.
Could you? I
yes,
just need
yeah,
a.
of
I
course,
just
of
need a
course.
reminder. Of course,
The Goramma are a vicious group
They're a vicious group.
of Kenku and a
Ken-
Croak. Of Kenku and a Croak, who have been known to actually slay elders.
They slay elders.
While the elders are on their spirit walk.
Yes, on spirit.
A scourge upon this land, indeed.
Yes, a terrible scourge.
Guldred might be next.
They've killed elders before.
They've killed 5.
There were 12.
There were 12. 7 remaining.
Only 7 remaining of 12. That's also what I heard.
Is Guldred afraid?
Guldred has no fear. Togafiti, on the other hand, seems to suspect that he might be in trouble. But who can trust the god of tricks?
But Togafiti's not one of the wise. Togafiti's simply a god of trickery.
He's tricked us a lot.
So maybe he's tricked us into thinking he's not one of the wise.
Spirit walking. What does that entail? Is it by way of the astral plane?
You've seen him in the process of doing something similar to this before, though generally you get the impression that when you have walked into his chambers, he's usually been spirit walking and stops once you enter.
What does that look? Do we
So
see it?
you see him basically in sort of in a trance, standing in the room with whatever is around, projected around him.
Yeah.
And like the first time you'd walked in, you'd caught him off guard
Yeah.
because he was spirit walking at the
Right.
time.
Okay.
So this is something that you might have been able to infer through your time with Galdrick.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always good to have Greg. Yeah.
Okay. Do we understand what spirit walking entails? We've seen it happen when he might have been doing it. But do we understand how it works?
I mean, I'm no.
Do we?
You're the one that you would actually know more than I know any of
He
them.
doesn't. He's blaming. Oh,
Got it.
I think
Right.
I think we should probably know. I'm looking at him, like from the corner of my eye, trying to get a glint of like whether or not he knows.
Spirit walking entails the elders sending their spirit out across the different planes. And
Essentially to yeah, it's kind of like an
Yeah.
astral projection.
essentially a different form of astral projection if you're familiar with the
Yes.
arcane arts.
From the arcane arts.
There is teaching. In my training later, the ability was gifted to monks to be able to travel in certain ways. So I'm somewhat familiar with the ability. But do the Kenku and the Arakakra travel that plane as well?
From what I understand, when the previous elders were killed, it was an attack of opportunity. They took advantage of while the elders were spirit walking and slew them.
Slew them. While they were in the trance.
This is very confusing to me.
So why are we going to Togafiti?
I was going to ask the same thing. What does Togafiti have to do with any of this?
He has knowledge on the Gora Maw and why they potentially might be attacking the elders. Just drawing logical connections here.
Right. That's what I was going to draw as a connection after you.
That's right. And I saw it. You had it there.
Perhaps we ask Lady Pongo to stay with Galdrick while we leave.
We could
To protect him while he spirit walks.
Have you seen her? Is she here?
She was here.
No, she had actually left with Trafe before you guys had gone.
Where have you
find
seen?
Kesh.
Have you
How do
seen
you want to
Lady
work
Pongo?
this?
So, Lady Pongo would have to be called back by Galdrick himself.
I'm just afraid to leave him unguarded if he's potentially the next victim. Even though he's not. He may not be afraid.
Well, I believe that I should probably join you three. My skill set might prove very useful. And after all, I believe we have similar aims.
Can we not call Togafiti to the chamber?
Yes, let's just summon him. Yeah. Togafiti! Or do you want wait, not here?
Not here.
We'll let him. He's got to finish.
Talking to
Oh, to Bahamut.
No, I'll wait. My mind isn't at
Are
ease.
you sure you're not?
Yes.
A song wouldn't help. No? Okay.
I need to be balanced.
Do you need... That's okay.
More
All right, to the vision
Fine.
chamber then? To the vision chamber?
Yes.
We go back inside.
Let's go back inside.
Sorry, excuse me. So, you all head back to the vision chamber?
Yep.
Okay. You walk in, and Galdrick is there. He looks like he was expecting you.
And what have you all decided?
We believe we need to speak to Togafiti again.
Well, certainly.
What's stopping us from walking to him
Well-
right now?
I was wondering if perhaps it would be best if you and Toga were in the same room at the same time, so as to prevent us needing to go back and forth between you both.
Well, his presence is up to him. And since our last discussion, he's not wanted to speak with me. But call him if you will, maybe he will come for you.
Fair enough.
Was there a disagreement?
Yes. He believes I'm in danger, and I don't believe I am.
Okay, one quick moment. Gentlemen, I have an idea.
This always goes very well.
Greg?
Yes.
He comes out of my bag. And we haven't really talked much, Greg, about your relationship with Togafiti. Is there any reason we should be concerned for Guldred that you might know about?
I don't know. He's a god. He knows a lot of things.
Fair enough. Sure there's nothing you need to share with us about this?
How would I know?
All right, back in the bag.
He hisses a little bit hatefully. It's okay. Throw him back in the back. His hatred for you deepens further. So
I'm gonna nudge Trace. Classic Greg.
What's a grag?
So you remember in your travels with them, he has a pseudo dragon.
Right.
Oddly, it's black instead of red, which is different, and it's also able to speak.
Okay.
It seems to be cognizant. So that's something that always struck you as a little bit strange.
Okay.
But they just told you that it was something that he had made a deal to obtain.
Is there any check I could do to find out why that is? Like, what he is, what this black pseudo dragon that can talk is?
I would say
Arcana or-
Arcana is the check to make.
All right. I haven't looked at my phone in a while. I gotta find out what my modifier is. Yeah, it's 21.
All right. So with the 21, you've noticed that DeGraff has an armlet, sort of like a bracelet on his wrist. And do you know Infernal? Or
Funny
Abyssal?
enough, I do.
Okay. So being able to read Infernal, you know that on this armlet, in a very ancient Infernal, is written the symbol for pseudo dragon, the symbol for indentured servitude, and the symbol for fate.
As in the dragon's in servitude to him.
It would appear that way. You would
Right.
imagine that the dragon is attached somehow to that bracelet.
All right. Okay. And I'll just take note of that. I won't say anything about that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Well,
Well, useless dragon.
Shall we call him?
Sorry, I didn't mean it. I meant the tiny.
He's not a dragon.
Oh, right. Okay.
Togafiti?
Yes, Togafiti.
And he kind of like opens up space and puts his head through. Yes, what is it now?
We have some questions.
of course you have questions. There's much going on. This should take no more than a few seconds. Yes?
I'm not sure. What were the questions?
While you're doing that, I'm going to be looking
He
at
kind
him
of like opens.
pulling open an incredible application of magic.
I do it mostly for show, to be honest. So he opens up what looks like almost like a bottom slide, and you can just see like space opening up where you can now see him in the space, and he steps through.
What is it? Make it quick. I'm doing things.
We we summoned you because we needed to ask the question about. Do you remember what we needed to ask about?
If Guldred's in danger,
Right. Do you believe that Guldred's in danger? Guldred, you should listen to this.
What information do you have
I'm
about the
listening.
Goramar?
They've been around for about 1,000 years. They have attachments to a certain figure that I know very little about. However,
That
this
figure is?
I don't know.
Oh.
All I know is he's rumored to have showed up at different points in time, and it's always him. Over the 1,000 years, it's always him, this one individual.
What leads you to
Shows
believe
up.
that there's danger now?
So, well, the Goremar have begun moving. They're talking. There is a sect in Portland Plava. And apparently they were somehow tipped off to the location of Goldred the Wise. Goldred is not concerned. However, I have overheard this Aarakocra, this part of this group speaking.
Did we meet him?
Perhaps, actually. Do you remember that time
Yeah.
Yes.
with the puzzle
Yes.
that I solved before anyone else? Do you remember that time?
I
Don't quite remember
that
the
detail, but the rest of it, yes.
No, absolutely. I was sure that puzzle was solved by me exclusively. Now, in addition to that, was that Aarakocra the one that you speak of?
Well, I wasn't there.
Oh, but weren't you just
Maybe.
hiding behind the curtain in the sky?
I'm not always hiding behind the curtain around you.
Oh,
It might seem that way, but there's
certainly
other things I need to manage.
I've been actually not getting dressed without a towel around me because I've always thought you just like to hide behind this skin in space.
Yes, I've seen the towel.
Good! That worked then.
What's your race?
I'm human.
There's not much to see. Listen,
What? What? I'll take that as a compliment. No.
you remember my mission with all of you, yes?
No.
Yes. That would make sense. We've walked this walk thousands, tens of thousands of times, myself and you, while I held the artifact of time.
Yes?
And every single time we failed to defeat Tiamat. Most times we didn't even get to Tiamat. I'm telling you now, I'm doing my best right now. That artifact is broken. We cannot turn back time again. I know you don't remember these previous incarnations, or the relationship that we'd had in the past, the friendships that we'd built. But listen to me now. It is of the utmost importance that you allow me to do what I need to do now. I fear it's already too late.
Well, then put us to work. How do we help? Use us.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's sincere?
Absolutely, you can.
Thank you.
That was weird. Did he turn back time on our brains?
In all the times that we've done this,
Yes.
was the Aarakocra that we met ever the Goromar?
Good
This time-
question, dude.
This time has been quite different. There have been times you've spoken to the Aarakocra, but this is the first time that I've seen any movement of the Goremar.
15.
This is also the first time you had gone to Atmos by that avenue.
Are you at all concerned?
15.
With a 15 on your insight, you find it hard to read him. He's a god of trickery, and you find that there's as expressive as his face is, true intention is very hard to read.
Right. Did I appear in any of these timelines?
Yes, but fewer than 10.
Interesting.
How many have there been?
Over 48,000.
Okay then.
Is that even a number?
It's very large. Now, imagine counting your fingers. But imagine you had thousands of hands. Hold on.
Perhaps it's
imagine
best we don't.
Perhaps.
Imagine counting your fingers.
Wait,
but your
Shamgar's
fingers
sweating
spanned
now.
around.
Really slow down for him.
I'm of only one mind, okay?
Okay. How do I explain this?
Perhaps the time is better spent, Tofafidi, doing what you need to do.
Well, let me ask you a question. One quick question.
Yes.
In this timeline,
Yes.
we've succeeded thus far. Otherwise, why would you be here and afraid of it not succeeding?
Every single time you have failed at different points. This time I cannot tell what is going to happen. It has not gone exactly this way before, and never before has it ever been exactly the same. The Goremar were not involved as a result of a conversation with the Aarakocra in the past.
Okay.
as I had said, you had gotten to Atmos before,
Yes.
but not under the same circumstances, and in the previous times when you had gotten to Atmos, the man in purple was not there, and he did not have the artifact of time.
I understand.
When he stole that from me, it changed everything. I don't know what he has done in the past. I don't know what he has changed or what he is involved in.
So the answer as to who the Goramar are, what they're doing, is in Portal of Plava.
May well be.
We know where that guy is.
That is a single sect.
We do. Good point, Shamgar. We do know where that Aarakocra is in this timeline because we faced him.
And in the interim, should we go there, will Galdred remain safe?
I cannot say. I believe he needs all the protection necessary. They have been doing much as of late, and I believe that the attack is imminent.
Then by all means, protect Galdred if you can, and do what you need to do.
That's what I am trying to do, but I cannot be in so many places at once. I'm not that kind of god.
Is there something that we need to know from you now, imminently, for this victory to go through?
If they attack, nowhere will be lost.
And if we remain in nowhere to defend it?
You may be lost too. However, as I suspect,
Sorry.
Bruno just farted. I thought he snored.
No. Did you hear that?
I heard a snore. I didn't hear a squeaker. Oh my goodness.
Try to keep it together. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I know. At least
Sorry.
Well, the moment's ruined.
Oh, it stinks.
Yes. That's okay. We'll just
So's the air in here for the next couple minutes.
yeah.
Oh,
to
man.
hold your breath.
Oh, buddy.
Just we got a fan.
Constitution saving throw.
Where's that fan? All right.
Not one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hilarious.
Train of thought broken.
so maybe a chance. I will do anything in my power to make sure that you all survive. Even if Goldred dies, you must survive. Because only you can stop Tiamat.
That's right. We must survive.
We must.
Must.
We must.
And at this point, Galdred walks up and he says,
This is my point. This is my point, exactly. I will do my duty as a wise one, whether they're coming or not. I will do what I must.
Galdred,
And I
if
will
you-
die in the process if need be.
Okay. My understanding is that if you're dead, you cannot do what you must. I mean, that's my understanding of death, anyways.
You have to understand that certain events may need to take place in order for other events to take place. And if I must die for you to succeed, maybe that is what will have to happen. I'm not saying that is the way it will go. All I'm saying is I have checked myself. I have no fear. If they come, they come. And it will be the end. If they don't, then I will persist. Besides, wise ones such as me, if one of us dies, we simply move our consciousness to another being.
Unless, of course, you're caught during a spirit walk.
Of course. But I'm sure that I can pull myself out of spirit walk should anyone intrude in this prison chamber. In fact, all of you have walked in here before, and I've come out every time. Yes. So,
But what if they were sneaky?
sneaky or not, I'm sure I will be fine.
Is there a simple way for us to get to Porto Plava quickly and then return quickly?
I can send you there if you're certain that you would like to go.
Well, it's really our only lead, is it not, gentlemen?
Yes.
We have a praying dragonborn.
He's, you're right. And so far he hasn't divined any specific answer from Bahamut. Have you?
No word from Bahamut yet.
Not as of yet.
Of course. Yes, well, we are far from where he is. Now, If you go to Plava, of course you leave this place less defended, but it is up to you. You can go or you can stay. I will not influence this decision. The cast has been set.
Galdred, is there any way to determine or to find out where the last place that Bahamut stepped on a loon in physical form would be?
There's certainly a way to find out, however, I would have to do some research. How soon do you need to know?
The sooner we know, the sooner we potentially gain another item.
Let us hope that I can help. Yes?
Yes.
I was going to crack a joke, but then I figured it would be more your kind of joke. We could just look for the giant dragon
I
paw
think he
print
just
or
smelled
something.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Togafidi, earlier you told us, well, you asked us, how was it like dying?
Yes.
If you had already had all these, however many chances, then you would know already what it's like for us to die.
Well, I know what it's like for you to die. But I don't know, I haven't been able to ask you before what it was like for you. I know what it's like to watch you die. You know, over 40,000 times. But I've never been able to ask you about it after.
Are we really that bad at things that we had to try
No.
40,000 times?
The odds against you are truly astronomical. Obviously, if the gods are involved, it's a pretty big deal. Do you understand?
Fair enough, fair enough.
That makes sense why you would be curious then.
Well, yes, I'm a little curious.
So then, gentlemen, do we head off to Porto Plava?
Yes.
I guess so. We know where that Arakakra we
Crow-
talked to before is.
Crowface.
Crowface. That wasn't his name, though.
No, I just, I intuited it. Or made it up. One of the two.
Well, do what you must.
All right.
You would
I
like-
say it's the only lead we have, we should go.
So, Goldred is to send you?
Are we agreed?
He's the one that sent you last time.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
How do we get back?
Here? Use the homestone. Now, if it's okay with you, I'll be on my way.
Yes, by all means, continue your defense.
Certainly. Faith, it is good to see you again.
Very good to see you. I have many questions about those 10 times.
Ah, yes, well, I'm sure you do. Each time I'm the one that got you involved. Let's put it that way.
Did they get farther?
About the same. However, it was good having someone that could use magic around. Yes.
We're right here, by the way. We can hear everything you're saying.
We're talking
know.
about real magic.
Oh, he did not just do that.
This one has certain abilities, that you, as an entertainer, might not be able to do. No offense.
As I'm sure I have things he cannot do as well.
I certainly can't sing and dance.
And this one is very
Neither
good
would
at
anyone ever want you to.
slinging an insult. So, yes, about that important thing that I was working on, I can go back now, yeah?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you for the information.
Yes. Let us hope it makes a difference. And it kind of like wisps out like a smoke. All right. So Galdred walks up. Well, I see you've made up your mind, sir.
Seems so.
Yes.
To Porto Plava, then.
Porto Plava.
We should gather our things.
We should. You're right.
I got my things.
Your backpack of supplies and rations.
Your bag of holding. We have everything.
Get whatever you need, and I will send you when you return.
I'll check the hut, maybe.
Yeah, let's go check.
Maybe
I'll
fiddle
get my
with some
bag.
things.
Yeah,
Yep.
same here. Getting all the stuff.
All right.
Quickly back.
Okay, so you guys got your stuff.
Yeah.
Come back. Is there anything you're doing beforehand?
Yeah, I would like to, for that ring of spell storing, I'd like to store. I'm just trying to see how many I can get. I can 5 levels worth of spells. So I'm gonna store 2 spells in there.
Okay, we'll say that this is something you would have already stored before,
Okay, that
rather
makes-
than using your slots right now,
that
because
makes
you've had this
sense.
ring for some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sounds
So,
good.
yeah. So you're adding which?
I will give you a straight answer shortly.
All right. Okay. And we will go on a break in just a moment. So Galdred does what he does to teleport you guys to Porta Plava, and you guys arrive once again all cramped together inside of a wardrobe, as you recall, because that is where this portal seems to put you out. And that's where we take our break.
Nice.
We'll come back with you guys in the wardrobe. And for anybody that is going to be speaking, go ahead, because I'm going to go get some Porta Plava stuff.
Nice.
All right.
Visit the little barbarians.
Yes, and I have to take Brunar, 'cause I
That is one of the benefits of having a loincloth, is it's easier done.
Okay, well,
turn the heat on this.
I am
It's
Joel.
a little chilly.
I play.
chilly.
I play. No, I'm just kidding. I play the Graph. No, I already introduced myself. How are you guys doing? If you have any questions, feel free to ask us on the live chat on YouTube or Twitch. I am in both of those chat rooms currently.
All right.
So feel free.
Sorry.
I'm not on Facebook, however, and I believe that. Is Rebecca on there?
I'll do
Okay, let me check.
a mage armor.
I'm checking.
A shield and
Give me just a sec, folks.
a counter
I will
spell.
find
Okay, sounds good.
out there. Is that?
I wish there was a space on the item to add it there, but there's no.
Oh, there isn't. Okay.
On the item, no.
Yes. So we do blame most everything on the tavern dog, Rebecca, as you know.
Yes. Blame it on the dog.
Kelly has a miniature of Bahamut.
I think Jason also does as well. And Tiamat.
So,
Good old friends they are.
a little bit of
Sibling rivalry.
mythology background. Does everyone know that Tiamat is from humankind's oldest myth? Seriously. Yep. So, Tiamat.
We don't believe you.
No,
Of
it's
course.
totally true.
A very, very different take on Tiamat. 'Cause Tiamat is, I believe, not a dragon in that mythology.
No, she is. She's
But not a 5-headed dragon.
Not a 5-headed dragon, but she is a dragon.
Dragon.
Dragons.
Actually, I think in D&D lore, Tiamat and Bahamut are what remains of like the original dragon god once it was split.
They are technically siblings, almost twins. And Tiamat has a weird fascination with Bahamut, wanting to corrupt him to the point of, steamy encounters. So, yeah.
Well, who wouldn't?
Right?
Right?
Look at that stallion of a dragon.
When you've got a dragon that
Two
looks like
dragons
that.
getting together.
A platinum,
Yeah.
beautiful scales, shimmer in the sunlight.
Yep.
Okay.
So Brandon,
Yes.
how long did it take you to do the world building for Alun as it stands in
As it
these first 6 stories of the box set?
Okay. Well, that is all tied in with what we're doing here in the game too.
So
It's the same world. So
Yeah.
the idea is that I'm world building for both, kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
yeah, it's awesome.
And that, sorry, my mic's caught on something. And that gives me the opportunity to actually really dig in deeper in all these different areas.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So the region of Glynn that the boxes are taking place in is not someplace that the party has ever been.
Okay.
However, there is potential opportunity for it to happen sometime in the future.
I will just.
Yes, and I will be right back. There's something I need to get from the other room.
Gotta visit the little wizard's room.
The little wizard's
We have
room.
a little-
Is that the
we
same
have
room
a-
as the little barbarian's
No,
room?
different rooms.
Oh my.
Yeah. We also have a room for every race as well, so that's good. But it's made for very little living room for Jason because he lives here as well. So having one for all the races and then one for all the different classes. Gosh,
But you are able to get away with short rooms for some of the races.
it's true. It's true. Half rooms, so
Yes.
to speak.
So the little gnome's room is really just the regular gnome's room.
Yeah, what's crazy is that there's like a half elf has to use both, and that's unfair, you know.
Odd.
Yeah.
Quite odd, indeed.
It's a lot of just willpower involved for them.
Yeah, half orcs have some odd.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's find who else has comments.
Okay. There we are. Hot on the blabber. It's a very interesting place. Here is a port.
says, I would like to hear the barbarian sing. Oh, yes, you would.
Oh yeah.
Our barbarian has quite the voice.
He's actually a very good piano player
He's a
as well.
piano player. He didn't bring the melodica today, but
Next time.
next time.
Yes. I'll remember next time.
Okay.
What else? What else is there being talked?
Hey, I got an elder brain over here. You guys want to fight that?
No, let's not fight the elder brain.
Are you sure?
Yes, quite sure.
I mean, it's
only
really
one mind.
cool. We haven't put it on the table yet.
What songs should the barbarian
yes.
sing?
Wonderful.
What song should the barbarian sing? It should be a song about
My
what
heart
song
will go
the
on.
barbarian should sing.
Eh.
Thank you very much.
Were there any other little wizards and sorcerers around in that room?
Oh no.
I found one little wizard.
And oddly, Togafiti was watching.
I had to know.
Like, no, there's a ghost in there.
Do it.
You mustn't open the skull.
You must not drink from the skull.
This couldn't be poisoned. It would be too cliche.
Yeah. No.
Chug, 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 chug.
Kombucha.
It just tastes like poison.
Let's go beyond that.
It is surprising that no one's released a bottle that's shaped just like that and put it in retail stores with actual spirits inside of it.
What? Like this?
Yeah.
You can get them in
I
vodka.
mean the crystal
vodka.
skull.
Yeah, crystal skull. Vodka.
Guys, shut up.
No.
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's
Are
in
you
Jay's
messing with us
fridge
right
right now.
Yeah, I'm messing with you.
It's in his freezer. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Well,
okay, yeah. Wait.
Oh.
what's this? Egg on my face?
Do you have a mini for me?
You're asking for so much here. Yeah, we
Unless
got
you'd
some
like
minis.
to be a dwarf.
I think I
Rogue.
would. Ooh.
Okay, there might
Actually-
be some magic users in here.
Thank
Jay made this and painted it. He made it using Hero Forge.
Yeah, there may be some magic users in here as well. Yep.
What do you guys just not play with wizards?
We
Generally,
try to kill
no.
anyone that we find who's a wizard.
Kill the witch!
Kill the witch!
We had a druid, and he had
Yeah.
he had some spells and some wild shaping.
Yeah, the best thing he could do is like pretend that a weather pattern was coming.
He
Or, you
shaped
know,
a
like-
wild or two.
Yeah.
Well,
My.
I'll just have to make do with this turtle, man.
Yeah. Turtle.
I know.
Looking here for
There's gotta be a wizard in there somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a man in purple. There's a horned.
There's what appears to be a street fighter. Oh, wait. That's a
wizard.
Yeah, that's not my wizard.
Does Trace look at all like a flump? By chance?
No.
Okay, all right.
You know what's funny? I've
We can
never
actually use
used
them.
one of them.
A flump?
Yeah.
I have, as an indication that Kellen the Wise was not evil. Because he had a flump hanging around.
Flump.
Flump. Oh,
Now you put this guy in robes and make that a wizard staff.
There
and
you
we're,
go.
We're in.
Yeah, you're in business.
Oh, whatever.
We might have a little cake for him.
That's fine.
I found Groot.
Hey, Groot. I am Groot.
Oh my gosh, Adam.
Adam.
Oh, Jarlaxle?
Oh, it's like a
That is Jarlaxle, right? Or Jarlaxle?
what?
I think it's Jarlaxle.
Jarl Axel.
Yar.
Jarlaxle. I've heard people pronounce it Jarlaxle, but I don't think it's with a hard J.
No, I played Swashbuckler,
Yes.
so the rapier and like the stance and everything.
Better a swashbuckler than a buckswashler.
That's true. You say that again.
Short.
Not easily.
Find anything, Adam?
Nothing magical.
I'll just use I'll use this guy. I'll put this around him to represent my mage
Yes,
armor.
your magic armor.
Magique.
La magie.
La magie.
Well, too bad I'm not a female tiefling, because you know.
That's a nice mini.
Right?
Okie dokie.
Good enough. Whatever.
Okay. So just remember, Brandon, more arrows thrown at Jason.
Yes, I picked up on
Hey,
that.
this might be a bit closer.
Yeah, it's much better. I'll use that.
You go to YouTube and you need to type in
Okay.
Realm.
Does that look like you?
All one word.
No, right? You're not gray?
No, I'm not gray.
Okay.
I wear black and silver robes with silver hair and blue eyes. And
All right. Well, I mean, Jay's a really good
There-
painter.
there's no-
Maybe you can
there's
just
no
repaint
win.
one of these real quick for you, huh?
no.
Oh yeah. It'll be less than a couple minutes.
Did you?
One? Yeah, there you go.
Nah.
Live. Right there.
Where?
Are you
Oh,
done-
look at
done
that.
with these?
Yeah, I'll use him for now.
Where's the other?
I have it.
Oh wait,
There's
take that guy back.
is this any different?
That guy's pretty similar. If it wasn't, yeah. I'll just use the one
Here,
you found.
I'll put it in the one it came out of.
Okie dokie.
Okay, here you go.
Are we?
All right. Thank you.
That's what we used last time. All right.
Too many minis in that one.
Okay.
That one spot.
When are we gonna paint your
Don't
name?
want to crush him.
Oh, on the next Nolzers, because this is a series of this is a Nolzers mini that I have been commissioned to
Nolzers,
build for
capital
Dungeons and
no.
Dragons. So this, just because he's so cool, they were like, yeah, you definitely.
Okay.
All right. You lie a lot, in game and out of
And
game.
out of game. But at least you all know it because everything is wrong.
Everything is wrong.
These Hero Forge miniatures, man, they're pretty cool though.
Okie dokie.
There's a tower.
That is a tower.
It's a tower.
This is the tower that you had previously been inside.
Might
Now-
you be able to sit down, Brandon, so that we can make sure your face is viewable from behind the tower? Oh,
Nope.
There he is.
Do you want me to move?
Just be mindful of that.
Okay, I'll
go.
just do my best not to
Yeah, exactly.
grow
The
so far
Leaning
behind the
Tower
tower.
of Brandon.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. I need. Do you have a scrap piece of paper on you, sir?
Scrap piece of paper.
Scrap piece of paper.
There should be some under the tray.
Right, he's looking for a little scrap piece of paper.
Just a scrap piece of paper.
Just to tide me over.
Just a tiny
Just to tide me over.
paper.
To tell you to the paper. That's what I apologize to Irish people.
Yes,
I am
all of us
I
are
am-
doing leprechauns poorly.
I am part Irish, so I can get away with it, but only to a point. So
Pretty sure I have like 5% in there somewhere.
Really?
all right, that's how you.
Wow, everyone does.
That's how you do it. That's the only way you can get away with it.
I'm glad my microphone wasn't on when I said those things.
Okay.
He's going to town. Yeah. Stop.
What is he going at his paws again?
Like a dog
Yes.
returning druid.
He's got allergy problems.
Yeah. Hay
And
fever.
he's a vegetarian because of it. He's
Do-
allergic to
doggy
me.
hay fever.
Oh gosh.
It's allergic to meat.
But it's not actually not it's not seasonal because it's not going away now in the winter.
that is the biggest miniature I've ever seen.
That's the end boss.
Some sort of a
We
biggie.
just let him trample across the table. If your miniature survives,
You're good.
if not, see ya.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah,
It's a dire pug. I know he's not a pug.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not a pug?
No.
He's
What
a
is it?
French
It's a bulldog.
bulldog.
French bulldog.
Oh.
Le français.
You didn't notice the
Bonjour
accent?
mon ami,
Oh,
ça va bien, moi pis toi, on est dans des
He's
amis.
Serbian.
Hein?
He came from Serbia.
Moi pis toi. No, but he's French bulldog.
Serbia.
But he's a French
Nose
bulldog.
touched my iPad.
Do not speak to him like that. He's a French bulldog. Bonjour. Ça va? Oui, ça va, mon ami. Bonjour.
Look how unimpressed he is.
He's
Because he's a French bulldog.
all of us are unimpressed.
They are very
Unimpressed.
and unimpressed.
We are all very unimpressed with
Unimpressed
you,
Yeah.
Englishman.
Chien.
Le chien chaud. That's a le hot dog.
Wow.
Dog.
Hot dog.
What's an up dog?
Anything much?
Bonjour.
We apologize to all our French and
We're just working
I am French. I can do it.
Yes,
I get
that's
it.
the perfect.
That's the
excuse.
only reason I'm doing it.
The only reason.
He wants to
Everybody
get up
else
on that
is-
table.
Okay,
really
there we
does.
go.
He's
He is
Ready,
observing.
Freddy, steady, and Eddie. Okay.
oh gosh, she's so heavy.
Oh wow.
He is so,
So
heavy.
heavy.
22 pounds.
He weighs like
Do we have a? We don't have to use the cards.
22.
What do you need?
That's okay.
What do you need?
I was gonna grab a cart if there was one out,
Oh.
like one of those carriages. Don't worry. Let's just jump right back in the
A
game.
carriage? You mean like a...
Like a horse-drawn sort of carriage, like even like a caravan cart or.
Yeah, I can get that for you.
Cool, great, that's awesome. So.
Like this?
Exactly. Yes. Anything you can find from the hells would be great. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Portona Plava, Portona Plava, Portona Plava, here we go.
Yes, sir.
Portona Plava, Portona Plava, Portona Plava, here we go. Oh man.
Verse 2.
Portona Plava, Portona Plava, Portona Plava, here we are. Here we are. Portona Plava, Portona Plava, Portona Plava, here we are. Portona Plava, Portona Plava, Portona Plava, here we are. Here we are. Portona Plava, Portona Plava, Portona Plava, here we are. Wow. Okay.
Save
Wow.
verse 3 for when we leave.
Oh my.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys often do that
On
when you
occasion.
arrive places?
Only when we're in wardrobes.
it's happening in a wardrobe. We're all stuck in it.
Okay.
From the outside, faint murmuring of music from inside a wardrobe.
So
In someone's house.
so good.
They're eating dinner.
Yeah.
Mom, they're back. They're like, what? What's going on with that music up there?
What is going on there? What are you watching?
Yeah, right. Whose wardrobe are we in exactly? I forget now.
All right, so you guys all appear inside of a wardrobe, a very familiar smelling wardrobe. It smells very much like your friend's, but also like it's got some age on it. The wood itself is it's
Big wardrobe.
yeah.
Yeah, we're
Well,
barely
not
fit in.
really. You guys are cramped in there real good. And you remember that feeling, but however, this time is even worse because instead of being cramped in there with a gnome, you're cramped in there with a full-size humanoid
Trafe.
as well, Trafe.
I
So-
don't suppose we could all step out of the closet together.
I agree. Get us out of here.
And as you guys talk, you hear outside, oh! And then like some hurried shuffling.
Can someone please open the door, please?
Who are you? Are you spying?
We're friendly.
I hope
Very friendly.
I don't. That's not what I wanted to hear right now.
I push against the
Is there a latch in there that I can
So
reach around?
You start pushing, fiddling around near where it looks like the backs of the handles would be. You can see just like the marks on the wood.
Right.
It's very dark in there, but you are elvish, yes?
Yes, dark
Okay.
vision.
So you can see.
Okay.
So you start to fiddle and push, and the doors kind of start to creak open.
I think
And you see this wardrobe is inside of essentially like a commode, like a lavatory.
Oh.
And there's a gentleman that has just hurriedly pulled up his pants but hasn't done them up yet. And he's looking scared out of his mind.
All right, so as
you
I-
guys remember, because this is where you met Steve's character.
As it creaks open and I look out, I'm just going to look at him and say, "Pardon me." And then I'm going to pull it back.
What are you doing? Let us out.
Where
I,
Why are
I,
we-
I don't
hold
think we
on.
want to.
Can I please do up my pants first?
Yes, please.
Close your eyes and the door.
Right. Yes.
Let's give him a minute this time.
Okay, and then you hear the shuffling, some like clinking of metal on metal as he does up some patches and buttons and things. So he says, "Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye." And then you hear the door, and then like suddenly shouting outside, "There's someone in. There's people. I think they might be spying." And then
It's funny how he went directly, as I fiddle again and open it and let us out,
Yes.
that he went straight to spying. I would think that he might think we were just perverts.
Well, we aren't.
And the barkeep opens
I'm
up the
not.
door, and you recognize him. He's the same barkeep that was there last time you guys were here in this pub. You again?
I'm going to cast a charm spell on him.
Okay.
Yes, us again. How are you doing?
What's the save
15.
with them?
Wisdom.
Have you done that on him before?
No, not this guy.
He knows afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But it lasts a while.
1 minute.
Just long enough.
Tongue devil, I remember you singing songs in here, wooing my staff. No, not this time.
Are you sure about that?
I am certain you. I didn't think you would ever come back.
Well, I'm so glad you're welcoming us back.
Not welcome. How did you get in here?
While this is happening, can I motion to these two to be like,
I
Who are you?
I move past him. I'm walk out.
Oh, pay no attention to my friends.
Where's the little one?
He is, he's a cat.
we traded him for a better edition.
Oh. Either way, get out.
Okay, sorry.
Now we were out. Let's go.
Yeah, I walk up the door.
You guys are leaving the pub entirely?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Can I just look for the guy who we scared out? Or maybe I didn't see him.
As you guys are walking through the pub, he's talking to one of the I want to say waitress is another word, but he's speaking to one of the servers, the barmaids, yes, and she's just like in awe of this like what it just appeared, you know, and then she looks over and she sees DeGraff, and it's the same one that you wooed last time. She throws a wink at you.
Yeah.
Bards.
I wink back.
I'm gonna, just as we pass that guy who we scared, I'm gonna say, "You can finish pooping now," and leave.
And he turns immediately like 10 shades of red, right beside this barmaid. Obviously he likes her, but now.
Well, not right now. Bye.
Yeah, he gets this look on his face like his stomach just dropped.
Well, I'm glad his stomach didn't actually
So,
drop.
so you guys are leaving the pub?
Yes.
Okay, you step
Sure.
out of the pub and you see a familiar street. It's got the same vendors that you'd seen last time. It is quite crowded, which it will sound like in just a minute. Yes.
It's watching
Play. It doesn't want to play for me right now. There we go. Okay, so same merchants out on the street. You remember this is one of the less well-off parts of town,
Right.
And to catch you up in Porto Noplava, it's essentially a gigantic port city that's kind of shaped like a large seashell that spirals down.
Oh.
Okay, and the main road follows the spiral all the way down as well.
Right.
The part that's below water serves people, basically any races that are underwater beings. At the water level is a port for ships, and then as you go further up, it's an airport as well for
Very
airships and things. So this is the largest port in the whole of the realm as is understood with the populace here. So there's a lot of prestige. The higher up you go, the richer it seems to get as well. Although there are different districts that that are rich. On the spiral, mostly the poorest people live out on the edge, and where you are here is closer to the edge of the spiral.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know or remember where this Aarakocra, where I beat the puzzle?
What was the name of the sect he gave us there?
The Goramar?
No,
Yes.
no, this specific. But didn't he say there was a sect, like a specific?
He said there was a
headquarters
sect of the Gorimar in Porto Noplava.
Oh, so he
And
didn't give any more.
He didn't give a name,
Right.
no. And really, he wouldn't have. They're just known as the Gorimar.
Right.
Yeah. You guys also remember that that wouldn't be the only presence here. This is the first time you've heard of the Gorimar today.
Right.
But you remember that you were told that Yua are present here, and that is a gang that is known to be extremely violent in their methods. Brutal and cruel, torturous.
We should try to avoid the gang members on our way over if we can.
I agree with you. Yes, of course. Why would we cavort with gang members? I don't know. That's a real question.
I don't. Are you asking me?
No, I mean it's not a real question, I guess, because I didn't need an answer. It was doesn't matter.
Rhetorical.
Yes, rhetorical. That's the word.
Do we remember where the tower is?
You do. You remember that you had to move up through certain levels of the city, and you were guided by your friend. But you remember the way to go, and you also remember that you need to keep your valuables very close at hand because of pickpockets.
Yes, remember, gentlemen, keep everything close.
Yes. So, to that effect, I would say, give me a potentially, let's say a survival roll to see how well you're going to hide everything. Also, survival or stealth.
10 for me.
Survival to secure your items, stealth to hide them. Okay, so 14, 10, 13. So whichever you choose, survival or stealth.
Right. There we go. Stealth. That's a 24.
All right. You feel very confident about your ability to hide your items of importance and value. Were you doing survival or stealth for yours?
Survival.
Survival. Okay. So you don't have many places to hide your things. Your bag is right out in the open, but you tie it up, and you feel like it's pretty secure. You don't think, roving hands will get in. You feel pretty confident.
That's what happens when the cloth goes to the side. The bag tends to be in the open.
Crichton, was that survival or stealth? Stealth. Okay. So you've been trying to hide the things in there. You think that there's the odd lump that kind of sticks on your gear through your robe, but again, you feel relatively confident. Survival or stealth?
I did a stealth check.
Stealth. Okay, I would say about the same for you, except you're a little bit less confident with the way it's sticking out. But you think you did well enough.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just little bulges of items that you've been hiding. Yeah.
My bulges are sticking out.
Yeah.
I also have nothing to steal except the one ring.
Bards, yeah. Okay.
It's like an instrument-shaped bulge in your clothes.
This is my loot. Yeah. Is that a loot?
It's a looty booty.
Well, hopefully they don't think you have loot.
Dun, dun,
Well
dun.
played. Or poorly played.
All right, shall we
The loot, I mean.
start at the tower?
Yes, let's head to the tower.
Okay. You start towards the tower. There is one carriage that has been moving down this part of the path, and you guys follow it down the road.
I keep an eye out for Aarakocra and Kenku in the streets.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception roll in advance. If anybody else is doing the same, you may use an arrow.
21.
11.
17.
18.
Okay.
I like these dice. They roll well.
They do.
For now.
Indeed, they do.
Until they don't.
All right. Okay. So,
No, yeah.
you guys are moving up the spiral of this city, and you reach a portion that's very crowded, much like the last time you were here. Crowded to the point where you're just shoulder to shoulder pressed with people as they shuffle past you. And you remember, this is the area where you felt hands reaching into your pockets.
Right. In that case, I want to make sure I'm extra secure. Remembering that.
Yes.
Same.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to just tell the crowd, okay, away, everyone, away, back off. I know I'm popular. I know everyone here knows who I am, but please stay back. And I'll pull out my lute and start playing a song to perform to the crowd
All right.
that are surrounding me.
So now you are just like packed in with a bunch of people like sardines already. So you can pull out your lute. However, playing it is going to be a little awkward because you don't have much in the way of elbow room. So
Okay.
If I feel any hands going for me, I'd like to use the cantrip Prestidigitation. It can light things on fire, like minor things, just to like sting people.
okay, so
Little
like
hands.
burn their hands.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's not intended effect, but
Okay. You wanted to try and crowded play a song?
Well, no, I'm really trying to push the crowd aside to kind of build myself a little bit of a street stage, so to speak. Like a push back. I'm here to perform. To perform.
All right. Are you actually like
I'm like pushing
people?
everyone around.
All right.
Out a little
so you push this one guy aside, and he turns around and goes to cold cock you in the face.
Okay, so I'm
does
gonna
a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, okay, you're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
This guy just turns around and clocks you in the face.
Okay.
But then he continues moving with the crowd, shouts something unintelligible to you in some language.
Oh, that looks like that hurts.
Oh, it did, but
Why did you try and push away the crowd?
I figured they'd want a performance, doesn't everyone?
In the middle of the street while they're walking?
That's what everyone wants from street performers.
But normally they get off to the side of the street, I imagine.
Oh, you've clearly never been to a big street.
Right.
Okay.
Must not have.
All right. As you guys are having the conversation, you notice a hand going into one of your pockets. So prestidigitation, and their sleeve catches a little bit of bit of smoke sizzles off. Ah!
Anyways, what were we saying?
Why didn't that guy punch you in the face?
What are you talking about? Why would he do that? I'm not pushing them around.
You just burned his sleeve off.
Duh, he doesn't know that.
You did? Is that what that was? Oh.
Yep.
Okay, I continue to push my way through the crowd.
Okay, continue
scanning.
to push your way through
Yeah.
the crowd, and you feel a hand go into the front of your robe.
That's
Bold.
blatant.
That's bold.
You know, like somebody grabbing a wallet from your
Yeah,
jacket.
I grab
Yeah.
the wrist.
Okay, you grab their wrist. Roll a dexterity
Dexterity what?
check.
18.
While he's doing that check, I'm going to try to grab the person. I'm going to try to reach into the pocket of the person who tried to reach into his.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
All right.
my sleight of hand.
I'll say with your perception, you do notice when he grabs the hand, you notice what was going on. Give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. 11.
Okay. Within 11, you feel that he has a bag of gold in there.
Okay.
However, you also feel that there's something alive in there too.
Okay. Hand out.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Don't know what that was.
Yeah. Whatever it was furry.
Okay.
Okay, do I grab his hand?
You grab his hand.
Yeah, what does he look like?
He is elvish, wearing a hood, gray skin, eyes are red.
Elvish, gray skin, eyes are red.
Yes.
Have I ever seen this before? Do I know what this is?
It's not exactly the same, but similar to what you would imagine lives in the Underdark.
Now, dark gray skin? Like a drow?
More like just like a medium gray.
Oh. So not quite drow.
Not quite drow, but similar is what I'm getting at.
I kind of lift my head a little bit so that my snout kind of shows above.
So that's a dead end road, my friend.
The hero recognizes you, and he walks away. Or, well, he tries to pull his hand away first. Are you letting go of his hand, or are you holding it?
I let go.
Okay, you let go, and he kind of disappears into the crowd.
You know, where I come from, we take the hands of thieves.
Not where I come from.
An uncivilized land, no doubt. Rampant with thievery.
Greg pipes up, I could gnaw on a good hand right now.
Did you want?
I tried to get you one.
Next
to
time.
take his hand? I could just chop it.
Let's
right
just go to the tower.
And I continue to work my way through the crowd.
All right,
And
you
I'm,
go down.
I'm scanning.
Yes.
Was there anything when he said that? Did I notice any sort of marks or anything that I could tell that stood out about his clothing, about anything about him?
Roll an investigation check.
And seeing that I was close to the guy, did I hear what he said to
You were close enough to hear.
11.
Crichton? And what did he say exactly?
The Yua recognizes you. The
Okay,
Yua is
the Yua.
the gang.
Okay.
11.
11.
Yeah.
You, in looking at his person, he looks somewhat nondescript compared to everybody else. There are other people that wear the same sort of cloak, but none of them, like, they don't seem like the same ilk necessarily. You get the impression that the Yua thrives on being unrecognizable, blending into the crowd.
Okay.
Are we blending into the crowd?
Was he a Shatterkai?
I would say similar, but not the exact same.
Are we blending into the crowd, or do we stick out like sore thumbs?
Well, you guys did get specific, you got garb that was of Porto Naplava when you
Yes.
were last
Yeah,
there.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't, no. So regardless, you're going to stick out. Did you guys put any of that on by chance?
I will say I did.
Yeah, if we're gonna retcon.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember those robes.
Yes, they were. You have some in the bag of holding if you want.
All right. I'm guessing this is an event in the past.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I was wondering too. I'm like, in the
I'll
middle of
allow
the
it.
road?
Yeah. He's just getting dressed right there.
I'll allow it just for the sake of common sense when
Cool.
you guys got to the city. But yourself and Crichton, you do stand out as being people from not of that place. The way you guys behave in the city, you're not behaving necessarily like people in Port and Plava.
Right.
And you didn't spend enough time there to be able to like really learn about like the behaviors and the body language of the people there.
So we do
you
somewhat
do
stick out.
still stick out as outsiders.
Fair enough.
Your hairstyles specifically.
Yeah.
is
It's
something.
amazing. Oh, yeah, and also
It's
sticks out.
very, very different.
Yeah.
Yes. People often looking at you, taking special notice to your monocle. Okay. So you guys continue through the crowd. There's a few more instances where you think people were trying to pickpocket you, but you all get through without losing anything. Okay? However, you do feel like it was a bit close. And, even being crowded and all those people, you almost feel like you've been holding your breath nearly the whole time. And once you get out of the group, it's almost like you can just finally breathe a little bit. You are now up closer to the air section of the port, where the airships and that would be. And you recognize the tall tower that you had once been to, the magical tower.
There it is, gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I'll say you guys are somewhere around here.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So this section of the city is not quite as bustling, and this is one of the richer parts of town. So the people that are here are looking at you down their noses, especially those of you that are not wearing Porta Nublava clothing. But even those that are wearing Porta Nublava clothing, you're wearing closer to like a middle to lower class style. So these people are very haughty about this.
So
with attitude.
I immediately see how they're sticking out, and people are noticing them, and immediately want the same. And so I start taking my clothes off from the Porta Nublava stuff.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna.
Did you
go
put
back
it on
into my
like over
noble-
top of your clothes?
Yeah, I put it
Or
on
are
over
you like
top.
stripping down?
No, I
in the
I
street?
put it on over top of my clothes. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna kind of
Okay.
casually take it off and roll it up and hand it over to Shamgar to put it into the bag of holding again.
Okay. Excellent. So that is what you do.
Okay.
Sure. Are we changing back now?
I just, you know me, hiding. It just doesn't work for me.
Why would we be hiding?
No, I mean, before we were hiding because we wanted to not get robbed. But now, we're here. It's safe.
Yeah, there's a gang over there that we had to run in with. And I think best to hide.
Yes.
But if you think we're safe now,
Yeah, here we are at the tower. Shall we go meet our Aarakocra friend again?
Do we remember what his name is?
look at him.
The
remember
Air
what his
Cochrane
name
did
was,
not
yeah.
give you a name.
Can you refresh my memory as to what we did here in the whole?
So,
I beat the puzzle.
you got to the tower. You heard a voice.
Yeah.
Well, I think if I remember, so you were told that you had to prove yourselves
Yeah.
to be able to enter. So the first floor had no way up to other floors or anything like that. It was just a puzzle on the floor. You solved the puzzle, and then you were teleported up.
Can you remind us who was it that solved the puzzle again? Sorry, go ahead.
You know what? It's been a while since I watched that episode.
Okay.
You know, I don't rewatch all of them all the time.
Okay, it was
Usually just the most
That's
recent.
okay.
So-
I'll get to the end for you. It was me.
Do you rewatch them?
I do.
The ones where you were specifically glorious?
Yes.
Just over and over?
That's what I do.
It's good to remember.
Just to stay in character.
Yeah.
This is
There aren't many.
Yeah.
One?
No, there's
One
that
specifically,
one time
It's
where I
crowning
did
jewel.
something great.
Yeah.
You did some great stuff last time. You know what? Last episode you did awesome because you picked up on the whole trick of everything very, very well.
Don't encourage me.
Rachel did too. So
She did.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, go on.
Now, So, yeah, you are here. What are you going to do?
No, I know, but I just can't remember why we came here last time.
You came here last time because you wanted to speak to somebody to find out something about where you might be able to find powerful magic items.
Right.
So to do so, you wanted to talk to powerful magic users, and you were told that this is a tower
Yes.
of sorcerers and wizards,
Yes.
and that this is where you should speak to people.
Seeing this tower, would it be obvious to me that it's a wizard's tower?
Seeing the tower, you would actually say that it is a wizard's tower, but not like any that you had seen before. This one seems to boast some really interesting structural changes that you would imagine are magical in nature, but you're not. Well, give me Arcana.
Sure, yeah. Nat 20, +7.
Well, okay, so you see structural changes, and even though you've never seen them before, you imagine that the architecture of this building has a very specific magical purpose. You can't really glean exactly what that would be. However, you see elements in the glyphs that make you think of electricity.
Incredible workmanship. Look here, Shamgar. See those glyphs over there? A symbol for electricity. Clearly this perhaps has some different purpose. A power generator, something of the sort. I'm not quite certain. I must enter.
So your 20 will persist with other things that you see with this tower as well. I'll carry that through.
Awesome.
Okay.
How do you know for sure? I mean, isn't this the first time you've been here?
Well, see, I'm a practitioner of the magical arts.
Like me?
Sure.
Right. No, I noticed those glyphs as well. They look very special.
This one over here is very glyphy.
I agree.
I approached the tower.
Okay. So you guys go up to the entrance, and you remember that you heard a voice last time, but you had to announce yourselves first. What are you going to do?
I knock.
Okay. You knock on the door, and at first there's no answer.
I'm going to go towards this carriage
Yeah.
and just to take a peek inside. Just
Inside the
see if I
carriage?
can see inside the carriage.
Okay. Give me perception or investigation. You can choose.
Investigation it is. That will
I'm
be
going to continue, examining
17.
Sure.
the play true to character.
17.
Okay. With a 17 investigation?
Yep.
Okay. With a 17 investigation, you see that all of the windows are curtained off from the inside. However, there's a light on inside, and you're able to sort of peek in and get a glimpse of the kinds of objects in there. It looks like this man probably sleeps inside this carriage, and he just brings it up here every day to be able to peddle his wares. But you do see some of what he sells, and it looks like there's some magical objects in there.
Okay.
Scrolls and things, little totems and things that you believe are magical.
I'll do a detect magic
Okay.
because I can do
Is that in game? Because I'm over
yeah, they were, no, I know you were there. I look inside and I look to say, because I can.
All right. Looking in, you see some items that glow, and they are magical. The ones you thought were magical.
Okay.
Representing the schools of abjuration,
Okay.
conjuration,
Okay.
and those are the ones I remember off the top of my head. So there you go.
Awesome.
I know there's
Want a couple more?
Sure.
Divination.
There you go.
Enchantment.
Not divination, enchantment though. We'll
Transmutation.
go with that. Transmutation, that's a good one. We're going to do that. All right. Those 4.
Necromancy.
I'll turn over.
Illusion.
I'll turn over to see how far he is from me.
Are you looking at your spells right now? So, necromancy.
No, I'm not. I noticed that I didn't roll portents for the day, so I was going to roll them right now if you're good and write them down.
Roll which?
Portents.
Okay.
There.
So-
9. And 7. Okay.
How far is he from me? Is the wizard from me?
Fizz
15
rep.
feet.
Fizz rep. So 45 feet.
Oh, that's him there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I'm-
not at the front door.
I'm
That's
not-
me. He's checking.
I'm looking at the
he's
glyph.
checking.
I'm the
Yeah.
gold dragon.
I can't see your face, so it looked like
I have gold
like a robe. Looked like a robe with a wizard. Yeah, but that's okay. Okay, so he's far enough that I can't really go. Oh, who found the magic? So I'll climb to the back of the carriage and I'll knock. Hello?
All right. So you step up, and the moment you do, the whole thing like shifts. Yeah.
Yep.
And you knock, knock. Hello. And then the merchant walks around. Oi, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I'll step down.
Yeah.
I wish I was there for that moment.
And I'll say I have a sneaking suspicion that you are a purveyor of very many special magical things. Am I correct?
Certainly, I do sell some magic at you.
I wouldn't mind seeing some of your wares if that's okay.
So I can show you some wares. Can you show me that you have the coin to see them?
I generally only show coin once I've seen wares.
I generally only show wares once I've seen coin.
Well, we're at a stalemate then, my friend.
Certainly, we're at stalemate. What do you think we're going to do now?
Well, I think given that you're a merchant and you want to sell things, you might want to show things to sell.
So, given your clothing, I'm pretty sure you got no money.
You might be right.
What are you going to do? Play me a song? You going to play me a song?
You know what?
Well, I don't give things away for music.
That's a great idea. You know what? How about this? How about I sing you a song?
You know, I was
And
making fun of you just now.
Let me sing you a song.
Right.
And here's one for merchants that I wrote a while back.
All right, go sing away. And he's walking away.
Okay, and I'll persuade him to stay. Sir, you should stay.
As soon as I hear
That's
that, I
it.
just want to look over and be like, what's going on?
I'll do a persuasion.
All right, and that's a
Okay.
15 save?
Yep.
Or, oh, no.
No. 20.
Right, it's not a charm. Okay. Oh, 20 to persuade.
Yeah.
All
Not
right,
nat.
I'm going to challenge with insight. Fine. Listen to your stupid song.
I need some magic and you should give it to me now. I need some magic items given to me somehow. I need some magic, would you pull them out your cart? I need some magic from the bottom of my heart. Could I get some magic items shown to me, please? And I'll try to persuade him again.
All right, roll another persuasion.
All right, I'm going to walk over after that commotion.
That's an 18.
Do you have coins?
I do have coins.
Do you have a lot of them?
I have coins.
You're not very convincing.
I'm going to deceive him to think that I have a lot of coins. Yes, I have many coins.
All right, roll deception.
19.
All right, with a nat 1. Fine.
Good.
Is there anyone inside?
Are you talking to the
Yes,
tower,
the
or the
tower.
cart?
The tower.
All right. So you're knocking. And you're like, is there anyone inside?
Yeah.
And again, no answer. Oddly enough, the last time it took a couple of times, but still.
I'll keep knocking. A little
Do you
harder
want to
each
see?
time.
Yes, I just want to
What
go inside.
sort of magic things do you want to see?
I
I have
just
lots
wanna
of
go-
different magic things.
I just want to go inside and see what you have.
You can't go inside. I will bring it out.
Fine.
The
bring
man
it.
clearly lives in there. Why are you trying to enter his home?
I just want to see what
Exactly.
he has.
Common sense, sir. Come on. All right.
Show and tell. Go.
What sort of magic items would you like to see?
I would like to see all of your magic items.
I cannot bring them all out, and that is a security risk. As far as I'm concerned, you're shifty. I'm not going to show them all to you.
Okay, so first of all, there's no way that I'm shifty. And I would like to I'd like to charm him. That's what I'm going to do.
Give it a try. That's a 15
Yeah,
wisdom?
Come on. I gave you a song. Show me some of your magic.
Your song was not worth that much. I'm not going to bring it all out.
Okay.
I'll bring out 3 things.
Great.
What sort of magical items do you want to see?
Here's what you should do. Find me your 3 best magical items and show them to me.
I don't bring out more than one of my best at the same time. Listen, I
Fine.
like you a lot. I like you like a close friend, okay? I can tell just by looking at you, you're a good man.
Good.
I can see it in your eyes.
I know you can.
And you got the voice of a stupid angel, but I'm not going to do that
Okay,
for you.
fine. Just 1 item at a time. Bring them. I want to see all 3, but bring them out 1 at a time. That's all I'm asking.
While this is happening,
Yeah.
in between knocks, I want to scan the street just to see if anybody's taking any particular notice of us and watching this whole commotion. Or
Oh, I'm totally wrong. It's 1 hour, not 1 minute. You're good.
The charm?
Yeah.
Yeah, charm.
So, as you're looking around, you're seeing that the raised voices are getting attention.
Yeah.
So, like, this guy's turning around.
yeah.
Yeah, they're looking. Anybody in this range can hear clearly the conversation that's going on. Yeah,
But that's
that's about it. Now, the next time you knocked on the door,
yeah.
it shifted a little bit.
The door shifted.
The door shifted a little bit.
I push on it.
Okay, you push on it and it opens.
I look at Shamgar. I do this. I go in carefully, stealthily.
All right.
I follow.
Okay. So you guys go in and you see the very room that you saw last time. However, the puzzle I made won't fit. So we'll just do we'll put this
Over
on
top?
top. Yeah, we'll just sit that on top. Just
But that's the floor.
That puzzle is on the floor. And you see, similar to last time, a large block with runes that represent numbers.
Yeah.
And a number of spaces on the floor. Specific tiles that looked different from the others. Okay.
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 Okay, so gentleman comes out of his cart and he's holding a totem that's about 1 foot tall, and it represents a number of different creatures. Some of them you recognize, some of them you don't. The one at the top looks like an owl, and then the next 2 you don't recognize. The one on the bottom looks like a cat. Right.
What does it do?
This, my good friend, can turn you into an animal. Right. You could be an owl.
Okay.
Yeah. You could be a goblin.
Okay.
All right. It's not really an animal, but it's a creature of some kind. You could be. Yeah.
He doesn't need help with that. I look around for Shamgar.
Oh. They must have gone inside.
You
Continue.
could be a Delonian cow.
Oh,
Or you could be a cat.
interesting.
And you get to choose.
How many times do I get to use it?
Well, you have to have a really long sleep in between every time you use it. It takes a little while to come back.
Okay. And how much does it cost?
Oh, this is very important. This one is about 3,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to buy it for free, please.
No.
And I'll try to persuade him.
You can try.
Okay. Where's my... There it is. That's a nat 20.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Only bards.
You know, free is not something that I usually do.
Okay.
But you can barter.
Oh. Did you have anything in mind? You see, I
think you should propose.
I carry so little with me.
I can tell
so
you
not
look,
ready to
my
give
friend,
you.
you are not in very good straits. I can see. You look very poor and unkempt.
So you feel like this should be some kind of charity move on your part to give it to me, shouldn't it?
You know, this is my livelihood here,
Okay.
and as good of a friend as you are,
Yes.
I generally just don't give things away.
Okay.
As a rule, a personal rule, kind of like I don't jump off of tall things.
Because it's stupid.
Exactly. And it's just not the sort of thing that I plan on doing today. It's giving away my livelihood. Listen,
I understand.
for
I
you,
do,
a
I do.
close friend, I'll haggle. But I'm not going to give you any less than what I paid, and I'm not going to tell you what that was.
Fair enough. I have this very, very nice glass bottle.
A glass bottle.
It's a beautiful glass bottle.
I've got glass bottles that actually have things inside. Is this one empty?
It's in this particular case quite empty, but
It has potential.
it has the potential to hold whatever you want.
You know, I understand that.
This is the
The amazing thing about bottles is you could put a really good potion in there, or you could
Oh.
piss in it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Right. So, what's so good about your bottle?
Well, this one is matched up with this this dagger.
What kind of dagger?
It's a dagger.
You could just deceive them and try and tell them something.
Well, I've rolled a 20 on persuading him to give me the thing for free. That's, yeah.
Bottles.
Yeah,
Um,
but 20s aren't necessarily.
No, I know
always
it's not
a
gonna.
success.
No. Well, the bottle can hold the soap that I have, and the dagger once dipped in the soap is actually quite magical.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
slippery.
I can imagine. I mean, who doesn't want a
Dagger
slippery dagger? A dagger that you can't even hold.
So I'm trying to deceive him into thinking there's real
roll
value
deception.
Here. Okay. Ah, it's an 11. No, it's a 14.
Yeah.
How high are your mods?
Very, very high for deception.
Bards.
Yeah.
Listen, I know you're in a real tough spot here, and I like you a lot, but no.
Well,
Your soap dagger bottle is not winning me over.
At least give me a price that you're looking for on this.
I told
totem.
you 3,000. I said to haggle with me. Come at me with another price.
Okay. 60 gold.
No. I paid far more than that, and again, I'm not telling you what I paid.
Okay. Well, then I'm not sure we'll get anything out of it.
You wanted to see my best. This isn't it, but it's close. So, what do you think?
No, on this one. What's next?
So he goes inside. You guys are standing
Yes.
inside looking at the puzzle.
Yes. So, is everything the way that we remember it?
Well,
It's
I
not
made
exactly
my
the
bed.
way you remember it. The pattern
Stick
of
with
tiles
you.
on the floor
Yeah.
is different this time than it was last time.
Okay.
You got a pair.
But
For free.
okay. It's different, but everything in both the room is the same.
Everything else in the room is the same, but the pattern of tiles on the floor around the giant block is different.
I wish my real world memory was better.
Yeah.
I believe we need to move the cube the amount of times that it says on top. And it needs to come back in the same spot as that.
That kind of rings a bell.
Yeah.
So if we would do it 6 times,
Yes.
we'd have to go and then end up on 6.
Yes. Let's try it.
Okay. Can we say that Shamgar's doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you remember, well, actually, as you go up to it, you push the top of the cube, and it immediately, are you pushing from this side or that side?
I'll come in from this side.
Okay. It immediately turns and clanks down really heavy hard on the floor, like it's magnetically just bam.
1.
Yes. Let's hope we don't have to do this 47,000 times.
How many?
Never mind. It's not even a number.
Okay, let's try it again. 2.
Yes.
Wait. What's that?
That's the number 2. It just got serious.
Yeah, this is just the music for inside that room.
Yeah,
so.
like
Should we do something only 2 times then? Maybe if we did the same thing, but make it so that it's a 2 on top,
Yes.
and only, maybe, let me put it back. Let me undo.
Clang, clang. It's very,
Okay,
very loud, like metal on metal sound.
so I'm gonna scan it, and I see there's an upside down 2 on this side.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there's a 2 there. Let me try.
We need it back with 2 facing up on that spot.
Okay, let's, then maybe here. No, that makes it on the bottom. Now it's on the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it here.
Yes.
Now it's on the side.
Yes.
Then put it there
Yes.
and there and there.
Yes. Yes. Keep going.
One more here.
You're onto something.
There.
Yes.
All right. And with that, the tiles on the floor begin to glow.
Yeah.
And then you see your vision goes white.
Yeah.
And you appear.
This is the same as happened last time, right?
Yep. Up here.
Can we just pull this off and put that on
Yes.
the ground just so we can...
You don't want
But that's at the top of the tower?
Yes.
Or like near the top?
Actually, make it this one. You appear
Oh dear, that's not a good
in that circle. There's no stairs in the room.
Right.
And there's no bookshelves.
Is this the same room we were in last time?
It appears to be the same room, but the symbol's not on the floor, and the blood was not on the floor.
Oh dear.
All right. And nobody is there. So, you guys got there. The gentleman comes out, and he's holding this metal disc with an embossed image of a sun on it, with a blue background.
Okay.
Says, "No, you are so knowledgeable in magic. What's this?"
I'm honestly not sure what it is, but my friend might know.
Huh?
Have you noticed that, or do you know what that looks like? What is it?
Can I do an Arcana check? History of magic. Yeah, it's a 9.
9, okay. With that, you see the sun on it. You think it might have something to do with fire or sunlight. Feel free to do what you like with that information.
Actually, it seems really
So-
big. I couldn't even take it with me, anyways. It's probably. Do you have
Well,
something? No, go ahead.
No. By all means, it is very big.
Do you have something smaller?
Unwieldy.
Yes, something smaller. I probably couldn't afford that.
I'll be back. And he goes back in. Mirror's door closed behind. So you guys are in the room.
Yes,
and you're looking.
we are.
Are these windows here? Can we look out and see them down there?
They are windows, but as you look out, every one of them is pitch black behind, which is weird because at the bottom they just look like regular windows. But as you look out, it's like there's absolute nothingness outside the room.
And there's bookshelves. It is
No,
it appears.
no bookshelves. So no bookshelves.
No, sorry.
All
no
that's
bookshelves, just windows.
no stairs,
Circle.
windows, the circle, and blood
Oh dear.
on the floor.
Hello.
Nothing.
I start to investigate the room. I step out of the circle. Careful.
Okay. Okay. You step out of the circle. Give me an investigation roll.
Specifically
Are
first.
you doing anything, Jamie?
Specifically first, I look at the that's 16. I look at the blood stains to see if they're fresh or not.
Okay. You look at the blood stains. They are fresh.
I'll investigate too.
And the amount of blood that's there is not insignificant. It may look small there, but there's more blood than is physically represented.
Okay.
Investigate.
Okay.
13.
All right. All right. Between the two of you, with your rolls, you do see there's a certain amount of viscera along with the blood, and it is quite a bit of blood. So you'd imagine that whoever, if this is one person's blood, they're not alive anymore.
This is like a battlefield.
Are there feathers?
No feathers.
I two concerns. First of all, I think to get back downstairs we need to be teleported. And I think the person that's supposed to teleport us is probably dead. So we're probably going to be here a while.
I start to search for secret passages.
I think you're right.
Okay. You start to search for secret passages. Give me investigation or perception.
Well, you know what I'm going to choose.
Perception, because you get there.
13.
All right. 13 on your perception. You're looking around the room to try and... How are you looking? Are you...
I'm looking for inconsistencies in the brickwork, anything that's sticking out, or further in. The tile, same thing. Like I'm looking at inconsistencies that would denote a secret entrance or exit or anything like that.
All right, looking around, there's nothing that looks like any sort of a mechanical trick to this room.
Okay.
The only thing you see is on the occasional brick, there's a glyph or a rune or some sort of insignia. The different bricks seem to have certain meanings. There's importance to the way they've been placed in the room.
They don't budge or move?
They don't move. They don't react if you touch them either.
Should probably get in there.
More glyphs. Are they the same ones on the outside of the building that Trace showed me?
Different. And again, these are glyphs and runes and insignias and a lot of different things. I'll say that you recognize one of the insignias to represent like a political house, but that's it.
I'll take a good long look at the wall. Ooh. Nope. Let's look at the other walls.
Okay. So give me another roll, perception or investigation.
I'll try perceiving.
Yeah. Or if you wanted to do like an arcana or something, you can try that too.
I'm still looking through.
However, neither of you are very
Natural
magic-y.
20.
Yeah. And that was for
23. For investigation. So that's
Investigation.
just a 20. Natural 20.
When's it? 22 for perception.
22.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the two of you working together, you start to notice that there's the odd word on a brick. One of them's pretty high up, and you see this one, and it looks like it's in Elvish. And then you see one that's in Dwarvish. It's a little bit lower down on the wall, but it looks like something written in the language, just a single word.
I look around to see if I can see anything written in Draconic.
Okay, looking around, give me one more roll.
I can't speak those languages.
Well, I'll carry your 20.
Thank you.
You, on the floor, underneath the blood,
Yeah.
you see a Draconic word in one of the tiles.
What is it?
It says Galdred. So it's Galdred's name, but written in Draconic.
Is that my heartbeat?
Yes, that's your heartbeat.
It's all you hear.
Spooky.
See anything?
Galdred is written in Draconic under the blood.
That's not good.
No.
Anything written in Celestial?
Along with your 20, yes, there is one celestial word, and it does look like it's a strange dialogue of celestial, but your understanding of the language allows you to sort of glean what it means. And the word is the word for blood, but like a sacred blood, like anointing.
This means sacred blood, anointed blood, in Celestial. Do you recognize any of the words?
Nothing in common?
Nothing in common.
Is common the only language you know?
I can speak Orcish,
Right.
but I don't. Do they have a language, like a written language?
They would.
Yeah, they would. They would.
It would be true to be.
I think you'd have to roll higher though to find it because there's so much going on in this room.
Okay, for investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, asking.
So I'll give you like one more investigation shot. And
After you ask that, I'll take a closer look to see if I recognize anything.
all right.
17.
17. That was the same as last time, right?
20. Yeah, 20.
Oh, you had a
22 was perception
22 was
for last time.
Perception. Okay. You know what? For sake of time, we'll say you do find an Orcish word that. Well, it's two Orcish words that loosely translate to ending the wise. So, sacred blood anointing, ending the wise, Galdred's name. There's other runes and words there too, and they could all have different, meanings. So,
I'm fairly certain this is the headquarters of the Goramar.
all right.
This is Orcish for ending the wise.
Before we go back to them, I take a peek at the homestone.
Okay. You take a peek at. Sorry. You take a peek at a homestone.
Taking a peek at a homestone.
You look at a homestone. And it is glowing, as it usually does when it has a good connection to a place where you'd be able to go back to nowhere. However, it has this weird sort of a throb to the glow.
Like a heartbeat?
I haven't seen before,
No, not that you've seen before.
but it's going the same color.
So it sort of like dims and then brightens and dims.
I show Shamgar, I say, this is probably not good.
What are you reading?
Bruno.
He
Sorry.
did it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good boy, but a
Unless
sneaky
that was
boy.
Shamgar. But
I thought that homestones were good.
No, it's doing something I haven't seen it do before.
it's throbbing.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's an irregular sort of like dimming and brightening, and you don't know if it's reacting to the magic inside here or what.
Okay. All right.
Okay, coming
So
back to you
smaller
guys.
magic item is what I'd ask for.
He comes back around, and he has a ring.
Ooh. A ring.
Yes, a ring of protection.
Oh my.
Indeed, it will protect you a little bit, not a lot, like a little bit, but it is protective.
I won't,
Being honest with you as a good friend.
I won't. Can I just investigate it slightly? Can I look at it, please?
I want to split with him at this point. Whenever you're done with that.
Sorry, you're gonna like leave him?
He's gonna
Yeah,
leave?
at this point I'm like, well, this is going nowhere.
Okay.
Then I'm going to turn and walk towards the tower.
So, all right, goodbye. You're my friend anyway. I don't know that guy. So look at this.
Oh my.
Now
Oh my. It's
keep it within my sight.
Yes, of course.
All right.
It's beautiful. And as I hold it in this hand, I look like a. Where did it go? Oh my! Where's it gone?
Are you sleight of hand?
Not sleight of hand. I'm passing it through the ring that I have
To Shamgar?
To Shamgar.
Oh, clever. Okay. All right. So you pass it through the ring to Shamgar. We'll see.
Oh man.
So,
What? Hold on. Yeah, that's a magic ring.
This one?
What does it do?
It does nothing. It's
Am I hearing this?
Yes. I see it. I see.
Why would I do this to you? You're my friend.
Hold on. I know that school.
What?
Did you send it somewhere?
I have no idea what
Where
you're talking
did it
about.
go?
I'll deceive him now. Attempt to basically deceive him that I have no idea where it's gone.
All
I
right.
really
Now,
wanna pour
where
this
you
low.
are, suddenly this ring pops out of your hand and ding, 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 ding on the floor and like starts rolling, and then like hits a bit of mortar in between two tiles and spins and drops.
and I knew it came out of the ring.
It's just
Out of my hand.
you're see, you guys haven't really practiced very much passing through
That's
the
right.
ring, so this thing just flew out of your hand, hit your thigh, and bounced and rolled on the floor.
Whoa.
So as far as you're concerned, you didn't feel it come out of the ring, but you felt it hit your thigh.
I'm gonna go over and pick it up
Okay.
and very hard. I'm going to concentrate to see what this means in the context of the room.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
That gives me a plus 0.
I thought you were going to be a plus minus 2.
Oh!
19. Okay. You know from looking around the room that was not there before, okay? But you see it and you see the inscriptions on it and you're like, this is magical.
Look, this is magical.
Where'd you find that?
It just bounced out of somewhere from my thigh. Ding, 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 ding.
It was in your thigh.
Oh, on. Just quickly when it bounced.
Do you know what it is? Have you seen it before?
No. But it looks, I can tell, it's like a magic ring. It's kind of like how this is a magic ring. See?
Oh, is that one of the sending rings?
Yeah. The graph gave me it.
Do you think maybe it came from that?
Yes. Maybe it did.
Send it back.
Send it back.
Yes. That's supposed to help us.
Please don't.
I don't know.
Please
Okay.
don't.
I don't really know how this works, but
Oh, try it, man.
the graph, I'm gonna send you this back. Okay?
Does noise pass through the ring?
No.
Watch. See if it's gonna.
I have to
do
be
it.
watching him now after the commotion.
All right, so you put it through. You're still holding like I don't know, and it flies up. Okay, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I have a good dex. Let's see. One sec, real quick. Where's sorry. Sorry. Let's do. I rolled a 6.
Okay. All right. So it pops out, and you're like, whoa, and you like go to grab it,
Yep.
and it flies up, and the shopkeep grabs it.
That was so strange. Did you see that?
Little too strange.
Friend, I was as.
You're no friend of mine.
What?
You're trying to steal from me?
No, it simply must have. It's magical. It must have done something strange. I don't want that ring. Get it away from me. You, this man, everyone, look, this man tried to sell me a ring that's all busted.
This man tried to steal from me. You all know me.
No.
You don't know him.
Know this now. Never shop at this merchant store. He tried to sell me
Never
a ring.
sell to this guy, and in fact, shun all bards everywhere.
We should go. And I walk away.
As soon as as he said that, I start to write a little note that says, "We're trapped in a room. There's blood and no way to get back. But I believe we found the headquarters for the Gormar." And then I tell him to send it through the ring.
Okay.
Okay, so
So you're going to. You guys are walking back.
We're gonna walk to
And you're passing this note through the ring.
Yeah. There you go. This is so cool.
Okay. So you're walking back. You're still a little bit upset. Are you walking with your hands closed with them?
Yeah,
like,
I'm just gonna I don't know what's going on.
You suddenly feel a piece of paper just like slam into your hand with your closed fist. And,
Okay, cool.
okay.
I pull out the paper and go, hey, look at this.
Trapped in a room with blood. Send help.
What was the note exactly?
It's like,
Trapped in a room with blood. I believe we found the headquarters of the Gormar.
You're right.
Or am I?
Or no way to get back.
Right, no way to get back.
Well, would you look at that?
Well, at least now I know Shamgar knows what the ring is for.
But if they have no way back, do we really want to be entering that room?
No, that's what I was thinking as well. We should just go for a pint.
I start to write a note. I start to write a note that says, "Don't forget, we have the homestone. You can't get back without us." And I pass it through the ring.
so, all right.
Yeah.
But do more.
What? What's a homestone?
Oh, yes, we should consider that. He's basically saying we're not able to get back home without them. We have to go save them.
Right, well then let's go.
Fine,
I
let's go.
enter.
Okay, so you guys enter into the room and you see.
Oh, this old thing!
Is there an intelligence check for this or something that I could do to gain
Yeah,
insight
you can
with
do
it?
an intelligence check if you want. Intelligence
Wait.
or history, you can choose.
Doesn't
That's 21.
Okay, for history.
21 for history, or it would be less for intelligence.
Okay, so 21 for history. You've seen this before in a book of arcane puzzles. And so you've seen how these are made.
Oh. What, this tired old thing?
I know,
Hold
right?
on.
Well, no, I solved it last time. You
Let
go
me
ahead.
just-
This will be a nice test for you. I'll just watch you from a distance. That's fine.
Right. So I'm going to begin to flip.
Didn't it...
Well, there's the 2, so
Yes.
that would mean carry the 1. Was
Yep.
there we go.
So with that, the tiles begin to glow and white washes over your vision, and you appear in this room in the circle with Crichton and Shamgar.
Right.
Did someone call for a wizard?
Clearly, my little helper ring did not get the attention it needed. It works! Thanks for noticing, Shamgar.
Can I take a look around the room?
Yes, you can. Give me an Arcana roll.
While he's looking around the room, I'm going to say it appears that
18.
Okay.
the bricks have different languages.
The previous
Ooh.
20.
What non-common languages do you know?
Several. Primordial, Infernal, Elvish.
Elvish Presley.
I only know.
But why?
Draconic is the only other language I know.
Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial. Four non-common.
Okay. And you know non-common languages?
Only Draconic.
Only Draconic. Okay. So, you guys see the Draconic word that was there for the Primordial, Elvish, and Infernal. You see words in Infernal. You see Katum.
Katum?
Katum. It sounds as you sound out the word. It sounds like Katum. Katum.
Did you say it out loud?
Caught him.
Not caught him.
That's the man in purple.
Like Katham.
Okay.
That is the name of the man in purple.
What? How do you know him?
Caught him. Hold on. And what about the others?
Okay. The Elvish word is power, and the primordial word is sacrifice.
Caught him. Power, sacrifice, and Draconic was what?
The Draconic word was
That was in the blood on the floor.
and the blood on the floor. Yeah, which
Anointed.
was
No, it was
anointed.
Draconic was...
Right, that was
Galdred.
Galdred.
Gildred.
Galdred, and you
Well-
know the name Galdred is the
Yeah.
wise.
And in Celestial
And the name of the god of trickery is
Togafiti.
Well, at least we know Togefi wasn't lying to us, huh?
Are we in the sacrificial chamber or something of a... I don't know.
Can I do an Arcana check on like what this chamber is for?
Mm-hmm.
Would your detect magic still be active?
Oh, good question.
It's 10 minutes, so how long have we been?
Yeah, how long have you been?
You'd be right on the end of it. It's still
Okay.
active.
Okay.
So your detect magic. This whole room is glowing.
Okay.
The entire room is just glowing with this magical shimmer.
So Arcana was a 26.
Okay. So with 26 of Arcana, you see the blood, you see the symbol on the floor, and it comes together. You see the amount of blood, and you get kind of this mental image of what happened here. That someone was sacrificed in order to amplify the magic that is there, and that symbol is a teleportation symbol. And you also notice, very faint, some ashes on the floor from a burnt scroll. It's impossible to tell what the scroll was.
Right.
But you know that whatever happened. It's been maybe 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes since, this went down. The blood itself is still warm, starting to cool and congeal around the edges.
What do you see, Dre?
How does one kill an elder when they're aware of you once you enter their domain? Perhaps only by not entering by conventional means. We must return. Galdred's in danger.
How do we get out of here?
Do I see any option, or
I pull out the homestone. I say, the homestone is always the option, but it is pulsing.
Mm-hmm. And it is getting dimmer.
can I do an Arcana check to see what that might mean?
Yeah.
Whether it will work or whether we're gonna end up in Zimbabwe or something.
Which is in a realm completely different than this one.
Now where are we? Yeah, that's not amazing. That's 11.
Okay. And 11, you think that getting dimmer is probably not a good thing, but you can't say what will happen if you use it or if you don't use it.
Okay, and if I look around the room with the glyphs and everything, do I see any way out of here, or is it like a one-way trip kind of situation?
The only way out of here you can see is that teleportation circle. But you're not certain what the activation is for
Sequence,
this
yeah.
specific circle. Yeah.
Could sorry. Go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say, is there any way that if I do a history check, I can check the order of things that happened in the room, like recent history of the room?
I would say it's more of an investigation thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn.
Well, as I see it, there's only two ways out. One, that teleportation circle, but I'm not sure of the sequence of runes, so it might not be an option. And two, the homestone, which also is concerning because, well, obviously, it's pulsing. But it may be our only choice.
We may not have that many uses of the homestone anyways, given that it's glowing faintly. It might be the best choice.
When it starts to darken, it means that the connection is lessening.
I'm assuming it's related directly to Guldred's health, perhaps?
The windows, you see the black?
On the outside, it looks like it just looks out onto a black, empty expanse.
So is there light coming into the room through the windows? No.
The only light is actually, it just seems to have like a dim ambient light that has no particular source.
Does it look like a normal window?
It looks like a normal window, but with your detect magic, everything in this room is glowing.
Yeah.
And with that glow and shimmer, you can't even see through the window because it's so bright with magic.
This place is oozing magic.
What kind of magic? Not that I would know.
It's a jumble of schools.
Okay.
It's something where you can't get a specific read of just one anywhere. It seems that it's such a jumble, it's confusing, and it almost intentionally so.
Seems perhaps I'm not meant to know which school of magic it is.
Just like me.
Can I go to the arcane circle, and is there any way to decipher what the sequence might be, or am I aware of any other sequences?
With one of your previous Arcana checks, I'll say that you can tell that this is a circle that's activated with a certain verbal component, but it looks like it's a more complicated one, like it's a full phrase.
Oh, well, I can tell you that this circle is verbally activated, but without this proper term or phrase, there's no way to tell.
And is it possible to guess these terms, or is it possible to potentially piece together the glyphs on the ground?
With no existing information, is it possible? Sure. Is it probable? No.
What if we just all stood there and just start combining all the words that we all know, how long could it take?
Well, for you, not very long, but for the rest of us,
So we try it?
Is there any correlation to the position of the words that we recognize on the wall to this floor? Like, are certain types of words on a floor or as to the wall? Like, is there any sort of...
Nothing really specific. You saw a name on the wall, you saw a name on the floor. Most of the words you've been able to decipher have been on walls. There's really just one or two that were on the floor.
Why is Kaidam's name in here?
why is
From what we remember, he
the
wasn't...
man in purple?
There wasn't any correlation between him and Gormar, is there?
Not that you know of.
Was he working with the...
Time seems short. Perhaps we should just go with the homestone.
I agree with you. It does seem to be the only potential actual result we get. Well, there's no way we're gonna guess the words for this glyph on the ground.
Meanwhile, I'm going to stand in the glyph and just start going, X. X. Blood. X. Blood. Cleave. X. Blood. Cleave. Bone. Guys,
I use the homestone.
help me out.
I use the homestone.
All right, you use the homestone. And everybody's willing? Okay, so
All right, let's go.
use the homestone, and all of your vision goes white, similar to a previous teleportation, and you go. Suddenly, you are in nowhere, but normally you appear in Galdred's vision chamber.
Yep.
This time, you're outside of the vision chamber, and it looks like the cave, like the entrance of it, has a sort of a sparkling, shimmering blue barrier over it. And suddenly behind you, you hear a large cry of almost like a wyvern. And you turn around, you see large tears opening up in the sky, almost bleeding as they do. These red circles and blobby shapes opening up as these creatures start to come in. And you see down in the forest this gigantic skeletal creature, which you imagine is probably the Tarask. And it's just sweeping, and trees are being destroyed, and creatures are flying off in the distance. It's hard to see because it's far off, but with you can describe it pretty clearly, that this giant Tarask creature's destroying, the trees, throwing these odd creatures around everywhere. You see Fiddle down there wearing an acorn top on his head like a helmet, and holding a stick and swinging at the some other strange creature that's down there.
And the Trask is just thrashing about, or he's fighting?
in the woods around where Kellen's place is. Galdred had said Kellen was working on raising the Tarask. So.
Does it appear like the Tarask is protecting the land, or is it destroying the land?
Is it just waking up, basically?
Give me perception.
I just realized we should have called for Togepi to move away.
I was just gonna
9.
say.
Okay. With a 9, you're not too sure. It just looks like it's thrashing around. You see, creatures flying. They don't look like anybody you know. And it is like every move it makes is destroying some part of the forest. It's hard to tell.
It's thrashing around creatures, destroying the forest while it's a process.
While they're doing that, I want to examine the wall that's going on there.
Yeah, okay, Arcana.
First of all, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
What type of magic is the wall? Observation?
I will tell you in just a second. It is abjuration.
Okay. And I'll roll an Arcana. That's 21.
Okay, so you can tell that this is a powerful spell, and it's intended to allow only a certain person through.
Would I, after spending so much time with Galdred, have a feel for his magic? Is this his doing, or is this an outsider's doing?
That was a good roll. I'll say you don't think it's Galdred's doing.
Right. And if I push against it, what happens?
It feels like solid cold glass on your hand with a bit of like almost an electrical buzz running up your arm.
I say, Togafiti, are you there?
You don't hear anything.
Guldred's in danger. Clearly, Guldred's in danger. We have to do something.
There's no other way into the chamber that we know of?
Not that you know of. It's the only way you've ever used.
We
It's the only way
see-
you've ever seen.
See through the barrier? Is it visible?
It's very opaque. On the other side, just looks dark.
All right, then I guess we fight the Tarask. That was a joke, by the way. We can never fight the Tarask.
We need to find Kellen.
I agree.
The Trask might be on our team.
Oh,
What do these creatures look like that are tearing through?
It's unlike anything you've seen before from your time in the Forgotten Realms. They're very strange. They're similar to the Felkin that you had seen, but you don't think it's exactly the same.
They're in the sky.
There are some flying creatures in the sky that look sort of like wyverns,
Yeah.
but there's something different about them.
Yeah.
They appear to be somewhat draconic, but there's almost a slimy, dripping nature to them.
And then other ones are just tearing through like space, like Togafiti does.
Just
but-
like tearing, like it's a different kind of tear than you've seen before. It's like a very unstable tear. It glows red. It almost looks like it's bleeding when it tears open the spot in the air. And you see smaller tears similar to it on the ground, where creatures are coming out.
And there are none of these creatures near us
No,
at the top of the mountain.
they seem to all be heading towards the forest.
is there any way Kellen's on our side and we can go and find him?
I think we better go that way.
Guldred seemed to trust him.
Can I, just by looking, see if is Kellen anywhere to be seen from my vantage?
From your vantage, no. You see creatures heading into the woods. You know that the skeletal Tarask is the undead Tarask is there in the woods. And you know that that's where Kellen's place was.
And we do know that he was trying to raise the Tarask.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I
Because Guldred had said that he was. And you guys were discussing
Right.
possibly going there. So
thought. Yes, I say we go. And I really hope that Tarask is on our side.
Me too. There's nothing else we can really try on the barrier, right?
What's funny is I had an option to pick Dispel Magic, and I chose something else.
it's always a gamble.
Yeah.
Shamgar, is there an approach that has less creatures that is safer for us to move quickly?
Let me see. I'm gonna look to see if there's
What do you hairy barbarian eyes tell you?
He's got terribly large eyebrows.
Oh.
And eyelashes for days.
just by looking, is there a kind of a safer way to get to, I guess, where the Tarask is? To the center where Kellen might be?
Yeah. Or to Kellen's chamber.
You know, to get there, you're going to have to probably go on foot, unless there's some
Yeah,
alternative
we
way
just
to do
want.
it.
I'm trying to find the safest route
To get around all
to get
the
around
battle.
all the battle.
Okay.
To get to Kellen's chamber or closer to the Tarask. If we don't see Kellen, we're going to continue to his chamber.
Okay,
I will.
right. So,
That's the fault.
yeah, you see that it seems it's mostly concentrated around the sort of the off right of the center of the forest.
Okay.
So if you were to come around the left side, it looks a little bit less likely to have.
Left side's a little safer.
Okay, let me go.
All right.
All right. So you guys start walking, and then you hear a tearing sound of the air behind you, and Togafiti kind of falls out of this tear, and he looks really, really weak, kind of like he did in the funhouse. when you guys were down there. And you were, no, you weren't in the funhouse. You were there at the time. You saw how weak he looked when he got back, and he looks very much like that. And he says, "It's too late. It's time to keep your promise. Make it quick. Kill me, DeGraff.
Kill you?
Kill me.
Kill you?
Now, while I'm weak, do it.
You're the only one we have who can do what you do.
It's the only chance." And you hear footsteps coming from the other side of the barrier. And Cottam is there. And he's pulling on Galdred's robe, and it's covered in blood. And he walks through the barrier.
Okay, so I'm going to grab the back of the neck of Togafiti,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take my magical dagger, and I'm just going to say, "Are you sure?
Do it.
What are you doing?
This is the only.
What is this?
I'm bound to this agreement." And
He just died.
and I slit his throat.
Oh my God!
You
I
slit his throat?
Slit Togafiti's throat.
Okay. A look of relief washes across Togafiti's face, but you can see obvious pain. In this moment, he's completely normal. And Cottam reaches out, "No!" And then Togafiti falls on the ground, looking at you with gratitude as the life drains from his eyes. And that's where we end tonight's.
Oh!
Cottam is alive.
Cottam!
And he's wearing the bloodied cloak of Galdred.
Wow.
Did the barrier disappear?
He
Or
walked,
just walked
he
through
walked through it.
Yeah, as the calm music of
I
a.
can put the other one back on if you want. Sure, everybody at home was like, "Yeah, bring back the intense music." Yeah.
Yeah. That was the right thing to do. I think.
Anything that would make Cottam say no
Yeah,
is the right thing.
exactly. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I guess we'll play again next week to find out what's next.
Yeah.
Or we could just keep playing.
I'm going to check comments.
I mean, we could keep going, but we're already at 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
We don't usually want to go too far past that.
Man.
Yeah, what's our Facebook cutoff again?
It's 3 hours.
4 hours.
Oh, is it 4 hours?
Oh, okay, all right. So
We turn to Cottam.
Oh my God.
Wow. Well,
deal.
sweet deal.
Jeez.
how was that as a return session?
That was fun. That was a blast.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always weird playing for DM or running for a DM. Because you're like, I don't know if I'm being judged right now.
Yes, you are, but you're great.
was great.
So that's a good judgment.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little speechless.
Yeah.
Killed him.
It's one of those ones where
had to.
I would love to have like a talks episode after something like this, just so you guys can like, kind of
Oh, we
like.
can do
Yeah.
it right now. I mean,
So Cottam is alive, but we killed him. He exploded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Killed himself.
He killed him. No.
Because he busted the relic and it exploded and killed him.
Oh, and
his
killed
own
him.
mom.
Yeah, and his mom.
And you found.
His mom turned on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't like
She was a
his
sweet
life
lady.
choices.
His life choice. And he killed the Cauldron. Anyways, thank you everyone for
don't know he
watching.
killed Galdred.
We don't know what to do.
Oh,
What should we do? Answer what we should do next in the comments for Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time on the Order of
And we'll just
Dragonsbane.
do what you say, because we have no
we'll,
clue.
we'll see you guys
Dragonsbane
next
Z.
Monday. So a week today, tune in because it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
This Sunday, not this Sunday. Yes, this Sunday, we will be painting the Shambling Mound on Knowles' Marvelous Tutorials. And then I will be posting the schedule for the next month
in December with all of those. Check out PAX Unplugged and the event schedule there as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and thanks for coming in again.
Thanks so much.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
And please, if you like what you saw tonight, follow and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Yeah,
It was good.
that was awesome.
Yeah, feel free to come back.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
I'd be
still
happy
with the
to do
party.
that.
You're welcome to come back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys on Sunday.
See ya.